what do I want to type here for the men tonight? I think what I'm going to type is, I like when I sit here and wait on them. Oh, you can believe I'm going to get my chance back. And when I have them waiting on me, they're going to start complaining. And I mean it. Okay. Yes. Yes, I'm still typing. I'm trying to think what I want to put here. Yes, I'm going to put all of this in here. And let me finish. And hello, Valerie. How you doing, Valerie? How's everything going, Valerie? Maybe Valerie was just flying in, landing for a second, but she didn't really mean it. Hi, Kason. How you doing, Kason? How's everything going, Kason? I guess Kason is another one just flew in and landed. And Kason said, I'm with Valerie. But hi, Valerie, and hi, Kason. I'm trying to see who's going to come after Kason. How did you find me, Kason? How's everything going, Kason? How did you find me? Kason. Hey, Kason. Green orb, say hi. Hi, Green. How you doing, Green? Is that green for money? Gotten said, hello, TQ. What's up? Hey, Gotten. How you doing, Gotten? I got some special guests in so far. We got Green that said hello, and I'm telling Green back. But I want to know, Green, what type of green is that? Because I actually like that color. Kason said, is it that? Oh, you said yes, I pronounced your name right? Or you said hi? Okay, no, you said really good. Okay, because I asked you how you were doing. So, hey, Kason. And I was also asking you, Kason, how did you find my establishment? And Valerie flew in too, but I think Valerie also kicked the coop and flew out. But thank you so much, Valerie. I definitely appreciate you flying in and at least stomping your feet in my dirt. Anybody out there in my parking lot, I definitely want to tell all my parking lot pimps, hello, y'all. Hello, y'all. And just also notice all my parking lot pimps, listen to this. My chat line is now just open officially. If I get to the phone, I get to the phone. But I'm letting you know, I said, you know what? I want to change things. I'm going to open my chat line so you'll get to chat with me along the day. But just know, if you do chat with me along the day, just be clear. I will record the call. So if you don't want to be recorded, then you must be calling me for business. And what I also need to do if you need to email me, if there's anybody want to email me for any opportunities, I'm gonna put my email in the chat, and I'm gonna make sure that I announce my email throughout the chat. Okay, thank you, God. And Gotten say he don't mind. God say I don't mind if you want to record me. I don't have a problem with it, because Gotten understanding what we Gotten understand the game, but other people don't really get it. But thank you so much, Gotten. Thank you for saying that you don't mind, and because if they call me, it's gonna be recorded, and they have to understand that, unless I say it's not being recorded. So thank you. I definitely appreciate you for that, Gotten. And for anybody out there that might be listening, I don't know who's here, who's not here, who watch me, because everybody tell me I have like 2 or 3 people that be watching me. I say, oh my goodness, I have to get that number up somehow, some way. Anyways, Gotten, I don't think Jug ever did an email, so I'm gonna put my email address in here. So if anybody wanted to for any kind of business opportunities or to speak with me, you can email me or you can call me on that number that's pinned in the comments. And this, I'm gonna put my email number, my email here, and you can always reach out to me. And that's my email address. So if you need to reach me, you can reach me at Saiddit at 62 Queen. So thank you so much. If there's anybody out there, anybody interested, and I'm gonna make sure that I say that throughout all my chats. So don't get too annoyed with me, because you're just gonna get annoyed with me. So if there's anybody out there, and you know what, anybody out there that want to do some sort of interview, you're welcome to do an interview. You're welcome to give me a call about that too. So there's my email address, and I'll make sure that I throw it out there to you, and make sure you use it. My hotline is open. I'll also have my hotline open after I finish my live. So if you call me, even when the live is over, I may be available. The point of the matter is, if I answer the call, then you're a lucky one. So I just wanted to say that too. Gotten say I've been in YouTube game nearly 2 decades. Oh, so you've been on YouTube for almost 20 years, Gotten? Is that what you said, Gotten? You've been on YouTube for at least 20 years? Where are you at? Oh. Oh, okay. So you've been on YouTube for 12 years? You know what, Gotten? Is there any way you could call me? Because I want to ask you about that. I want to ask you, Gotten says, call me. Gotten says that he's been on YouTube for 12 years. And I want to ask Gotten a question. So I told Gotten to call me. He have the phone number. But make sure you speak up, Gotten, so I can hear you. Because sometimes Gotten be talking so low. I say, ooh, Gotten must be think he at home snuggling. Because he go to get all cushiony on the phone and all low to the voice. And I say, okay, Gotten, speak up. Speak up. It's about you right now.
It's about me. Hold on. Well, you want to ask me a question?
Hello?
And what? Yeah. What is? Yeah, I'm here.
Are you talking to me, Gotten, or you talking to somebody else?
Oh, I'm talking to you, Dee Dee.
Oh, okay. Gotten be breaking it down too. No, Gotten, I wanted to ask you. You said that you've been on YouTube for 12 years.
Yes, 12 years.
I want to ask you, huh?
In 2013.
Okay, so I want to ask you, what is it about YouTube that made you be on YouTube for 12 years? Like, how much time do you spend on YouTube? That's the first question.
And then, like, in the earlier years, I didn't spend much time on YouTube. But 2015, yes, it was most of the time I spent YouTube because I don't watch televised television no more as much. I watch it sometimes I come over at somebody's crib, but I don't even watch Mr. Live or Mr. Live, the television family.
Oh, okay. So what is it about YouTube that make you still come on YouTube after 12 years? What is the difference from when it first started and what it is now?
Man, when I didn't have YouTube, the first was Megan. I think it's Morgan, Mugen. All the video game characters and each video game. That's what got me hip to it.
Okay. Oh, okay. So now, what is it on YouTube that keep you entertained?
It gotta be video game music.
Okay.
Video games.
Okay. What about content? What about content creators? What is it? What is the favorite? What is your favorite part of what? If you had to pick a channel right now, which would be a channel that you probably can just sit and watch all day?
Oh man.
Oh,
this is a tough one.
Oh, that's that many.
I mean, it's so much.
Okay.
I have to choose one.
Maybe you could choose two or three. I don't know. Because I know that would be one of them, like, because you've been watching it for 12 years, so you've been probably following someone since they started. But go ahead and tell us who you would choose. I don't know. Tell us. Oh, this juicy.
Oh, man.
Whoo, take a deep breath, y'all. Take a deep breath.
Man, is it Brainwaves and Ferrari and Rollo?
Okay. And are both of those ones that you get along with? Or one of them is you at odds with any of them?
I get along with them just fine. I did got in odds with Ferrari and Rollo, but everything is good now.
Oh, okay.
I remember I was on his paddle, and it was when I got banned because of the incident at Charlotte, North Carolina with the hotel. I was on his paddle, and he told me to turn my camera on, and he called me a weirdo, and I'm the guy who was on that dude's channel. And I remember Ferrari Raleigh used to say, 6 foot tall woman stuff.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So he's been on YouTube just as long as you.
I think so. I think long as me, because Brainwave's been on YouTube in 2018 when he started to make content. Ferrari and Wallow has to be long, maybe 2012.
Okay, all right. And you still interested in YouTube after all these years?
Yes, absolutely.
How much time, honestly, how much time a day do you really spend on YouTube? And is it?
It's like,
it's
every day, kind of like the television.
Right. Right.
It's like me watching TV on YouTube.
Okay.
Watching videos, content creators.
Right.
History that they never taught us in school, because I had people, and it was our own people that told me about our true history, and I listened, but I was trying to get it because the whitewashing.
Right.
That messed up my mind, and I thought it was truth the whole time. It wasn't, because they had left stuff out, and I wasn't even aware, and others as well too, because they was hiding it. They don't want us to know that. Like, for example, it was an Egyptian statue, and it was a colonizer that broke the nose because he didn't want us to know.
Right.
I've seen this many times. I'm like, whoa. They did not show us this in school. They was telling us about colonizers and stuff. The 13 colonies and this and that. But they didn't show us about us.
Right.
It didn't tell us that that when we were Egyptians and Canaanites and stuff, and Elohim's people, that's deeper. they did not give us no explanation. But when I saw those statues, I was like, whoa, that really shocked me. But it really broke my heart at the same time. It's like, whoa,
Right.
the whole time when my mother was watching this movie,
Uh-huh.
every so-called Easter, what they name it, even though it's a pagan holiday, um, I watched, my mother watched this, right? I watched the some 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 movie, some 3 hour long movie with
Mm-hmm.
these perpetrators who in different activities was portraying the Egyptians and they not the original Egyptians.
Mm-hmm.
So my mother kind of forced me to watch what I was about to watch WrestleMania 2000 on VHS.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, whoa.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I was a child and my mother would make me
Right.
watch this movie, and these years later, and find out that it wasn't them.
Right.
Like the movie was whitewashed, and I'm
Wow.
like, I really have an understanding now because my English teacher didn't teach me and my own kind, our own kind, about who we really were, who we truly were.
Right.
But it was about the Middle Easterns and the whites.
Okay.
That's what it was all about in those school history books. And that got me tricked and bamboozled and misled and been misguided because that's their agenda
Right.
is to teach us whitewashing. Even in the churches, everybody that can disagree with me, y'all Christians, y'all still Christians, it's okay. Y'all can disagree with me. I'm cool with that. I mean, everything is not for everybody. Because I found out about that too after I left. Because I heard some criminal activity that they be doing, and the pastors ain't gonna tell everybody at the church. You know, ask Rago. Rago will tell you because he exposed multiple pastors like Capital Dollar and Eddie Long. Eddie Long, the bisexual guy,
Mm-hmm.
because he's a bisexual. There's a such thing as bisexual men who are gay pedals, because gay pedals exist, and these boys, they pretty boys. Eddie Long did something to them and make them look like feminine men. That's part of the agenda.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's all about.
Right.
Yeah, and Eddie Long had to follow the agenda, and Eddie Long like golf it stuff. Golf it people like dress all black,
What you called them?
and they is golfica people,
You talking
and
about
they always wear
what'd you call them? You said I'm trying to figure it out.
is gothic or golf.
Gothic.
Yeah, he's into that because there are older people that's into stuff like that. And I think the original golf people are so-called black people before it was even a white golf or white golfing. Uh-huh.
The Gothic, yeah, Gothics. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. Yeah, that don't make no sense, God. And then you know what I wanted to ask you just one more thing. I wanted to ask
Yeah.
you too because I asked the question. I wanted to know, do you date? And I know you did answer this for me once before, but I wanted to ask you again. Which women do you date? Black women, white women, or mixed?
I think it's mostly black women. The
You
outside of race, I tried
right.
because I know what's going on. If something happens to me, if I marry a different ethnicity and something happens to me, the money is going to go to her and her family and her community. This happened to my so-called uncle.
Okay.
He was married a civilian and divorced.
Uh-huh.
And the Parker clan didn't touch the grant, but she did, and they spent it on everything.
Mm.
I'm like, whoa,
Yeah, that was
that
ugly.
grant, huh?
Right. Yeah, that wasn't right. That wasn't
Yeah,
right.
they're doing this.
So
It's
you
like
do date white women too, is what you're saying?
I wanted to, but I can be their friend.
Okay. Have you ever dated a white woman before?
I, I I tried, but I didn't have the opportunity, which is a
Okay.
good thing,
Okay.
because I do be hyper. When it's a taller white woman, I do be hyper. But
Wait.
doesn't
You
mean
be
that.
hyper over a taller white woman?
Yeah, just like a taller black woman like yourself.
Uh-huh. What you mean you be hyper?
It it it's okay. It's like this. It's like your body start acting up.
Acting up in a good way, God, no, a bad way.
It probably has to be a good way.
Well, what part of your body be acting up?
Oh man, it gotta be. It probably I would say it has to be in the area that I cannot say.
I
It's
got
an
you.
area.
Okay.
Yeah, I
But
gotta
that
keep it
happened with
PG
taller,
PG.
but that only happened with really taller white women, is what you're saying.
Yeah, but
But
at the same time,
right, but okay,
huh?
so I'm confused. So one part of your body be acting up when you talking to, or you see a tall white woman, and
Yeah,
sometimes it happened when you see a tall black woman, but you don't date white women. You ain't never dated them.
yeah,
And you still, and you
yes,
love your
correct.
black women, but one part of your body act up with the white woman that you ain't never
Yeah.
date. So that, does that mean you bi curious?
Uh, oh no,
So why would your body part act up if you ain't even curious?
oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. I was wrong. My bad. I can be curious, yeah. But when it's taller black women, it's like my body. It's like way past than a taller white woman.
Oh, so when you see a tall black woman, parts of your body act up.
Yeah, then a taller white woman. Uh
Gotten.
huh.
Okay, gotten.
Yeah.
So what, when you said that story, like what made you have to tell us all that part of the story? Like what part of the story made you say, you know what? I better tell them when I see a tall white woman that this tall white woman makes certain parts of my body act up, but also, but with black women, it makes certain parts of my body act up way more. What made you tell us the tall woman story in the parts of the
Because
body? What made you tell us that?
because this happens. It shows signs.
It show who?
It's showing signs of your body. Like, oh, I want to talk to her. Like, what I'm gonna say, I can't say this. I gotta keep it to myself. I can't say it, but I can. But when your voice, like your voice change, it's like it's a whole nother different level.
So let me ask you a question. You 5'11", or what did you tell me, 5'10"?
I'm 5'10". I thought I was 5'9".
Okay. So I have a question, Gotten. If I walked in the room You 5'9" maybe because you think you 5'10", but it's probably closer to 5'9". But you're on the phone talking to a 6'2" woman, so I know I would add another one on. But if I had to walk in the room, guy, and you got certain parts of your body that be acting up, what you gonna do when you see me walk in the room and you normally don't see this caliber of a woman walking nowhere? What are you gonna do then?
What I want to do, I gotta, cause I always be doing it to show affection.
You gonna do what now?
I gotta show affection.
Wait, wait. What do you mean by that, cotton?
Cause
I'm
I do. All I gotta do is hold your head and touch your shoulder. But I gotta control my instincts.
God, no, I'm asking you a question. No, God, no, come on now, answer the question. I'm not I'm not asking you the question as if you was daydreaming. I'm asking you the question as if I walked in the room right now, Gotten, because I'm sure I'm gonna meet you one day. If I walk in the room, what are you gonna do when you see me? Because you say certain parts of your body act up when you see tall white women, but but your body, it go way further when it's a black woman. So I want to know, what would you do when I walk in the room? Because so you telling me, huh?
All I gotta do is be politeful and show affection.
Okay.
Is it more?
All you got to do is be polite and show affection. That's what you're gonna do if you see me walk in the room.
Yeah.
So other parts of your body ain't gonna act up.
It may. It all depends. Because if you see it, I guess you're gonna ask me questions. That's not.
Gotten, was there anything else you want to talk about, Gotten? Are we good for tonight?
Well, there's one more. I called this guy, right, to see if he's interested to come on my paddle. I have to call him tomorrow once I leave my apartment.
Okay.
To see if he's interested so I can text him.
Okay. And can I ask you why are you gonna, you say you got to catch him, or you gonna test him like a test?
I have to test his personality to see how he moves.
Okay, what you gonna be testing him for, Gotten?
I think I'm gonna I think I had to test him about him and Rango. What's your beef with Rango? And why you didn't give Rango a shout out? I did say this on one of his posts on Instagram before he blocked me.
So the same man that blocked you on Instagram, is this by any chance the same man that you trying to get on your panel, or is that other man?
It's him.
So wait a minute. No, stop this right now. I don't Gotten. How are you going to invite this man on your show if he blocked you on Instagram?
I got his number.
No, but if he blocked you, he don't want you to have his number no more. Wait, Gotten.
Yeah.
Gotten, you still gonna call him?
I'm gonna call him tomorrow. I ain't gonna call him back to back. If he answers and he say yes, I'll set up the paddle. If he said no, I have to wait.
Wait, Gotten. If he say no, what are you gonna be waiting on?
What I'm gonna do a part 3.
God, wait, God. No, God, and I'm not gonna let you do me like this tonight, God. And I'm getting off this call with you, God, because I think you're trying to be funny. God, and are you trying to be funny? God, and seriously, if the
No,
people block, no, I'm not gonna let you finish this. I'm not gonna let you do this to us. If the man told you, God, and don't, the man blocked you on Instagram right there. That's a red flag. So you're saying that you're going to reach out to him tomorrow, even though he blocked you on Instagram. You're going to still reach out to
yes,
him tomorrow, and even if he tell you no, you're going to give him a little bit of time to think about it, and then you're going to do a part 3 to him telling you no.
yeah, yeah.
No, God, and
I,
I'm about no, God, you can't say nothing else. I'm about to go, God. I'm gonna tell you, stay
okay,
in the chat, please, God. Now I'll tell you if I think I might need you to call me back because maybe we can think about a different way you can handle that, okay? So I'm gonna tell you in the chat when to
okay,
call me back, God, and then don't leave me without telling me, okay? Because I'm gonna be looking to talk
okay,
to you again.
okay. All right,
Okay, thank you, God.
all right. No problem, Toll. All
Oh,
right,
okay, all right, TM. Okay, TM. It's D's the phone. Thank you, God, and we definitely appreciate you, God, and thank you for being you, God. And hey, God, and won't you tell one of your little library friends that they need to come and join this live? Tell the lady she can sit in the parking lot with all my parking lot pimps. Anywho, okay, thank you, God. And he let me know he was still there. He was just returning because me and Gotten just had a serious phone call. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna play that phone call back. And when I play that phone call back, then y'all just tell Gotten what y'all think about what he just said. It didn't have nothing to do with me. Gotten called in and Gotten spoke his mind. Gotten said how he feel about things. Gotten just actually said if somebody tell him no, he's gonna give them a couple minutes, okay? And that means he might give them 2 days or 3 days, and then he gonna reach out to him again. I swear for God, God just have me with the giggles right now. Who else? If anybody else call me, please don't call me where I got to start giggling. Call me where I might have to shed a couple tears. Or call me when I got to say, ooh, ooh, child. I mean, do something like that. And listen, I'm telling you the truth. Y'all better make sure y'all hit the like button tonight. Y'all better make sure y'all hit the subscribe button. And guess what? And when you're ready, you need to make sure you hit the membership. I'm telling y'all, y'all think I keep talking to y'all any kind of way. When I tell you this channel is not going to be the one, this is where all the traffic is going to flow through. They're going to have to come through me in order to get over there. Anyways, hey, everybody that just got to the Chatterlack. Y'all should know who this is. Yes, this is your girl Queen D to the D. Nope, I didn't even stand up to tell y'all what I had on yet because, I didn't feel like it yet. Nobody did anything special for me to start showing what I got on so soon. I don't know where all my men is. Did my men just come there? You know what? Honestly, my men are getting so disrespectful. I need to move my live to like probably 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. I think that's what I'm gonna start doing. I think I'm gonna start doing my lives at 2 or 3 a.m. I probably won't get nobody then. I'll probably get all the men from the other countries then. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Anyway, let me get back to this chat. Hey, Insatiable. How you doing, Insatiable? Insatiable rolled in with those high heels. He gave me a wine glass, a heart, teddy bear, candle, bird, heart, butterfly, green and purple heart. He said, good evening, beautiful queen. God bless. Mwah. Hey, Insatiable, back at you. Thank you so much for flying in like you always do. Insatiable always creep in just like this. Insatiable will creep in to where once you get one of those very, very, very intense massages, you got to take somebody like Insatiable and you got to give him like a real, 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 real intense massage. And then when you give him a intense massage, like say you massaging him on his back, with certain parts of your thumb, you got to give him such a good massage to where when you get through doing his back, you got to grab his hands and then start like just massaging him in a whole different area for him to get any kind of feeling on it. I bet you. I bet you that's what type of massage Insatiable need. He need one of those massages that kind of like shock him. Like he got hit, like you work on your legs this way. Like I might be down working on his calves. So if I'm down working on his calves and you massage his calves and stuff like that, and then you just all of a sudden come up to like the back of his neck or just grab his arm like this and like keep pulling it, just make him like move different parts of his body. Like, damn, did you do that to me? But it's a shock in the body because it's something that he needs. I guarantee you Insatiable needs something like that. And he haven't found anybody to really give him a good massage. And people don't know that. That's one of the things that he's uncomfortable with in his life too, because he needs some tension in his bones. I don't know, child. I don't know. Something just made me say that. Anyway, did I talk that Insatiable? Did I say something like this to you before about you needing a like a deep tissue massage? Did I say something like that to you before? It kind of just brought me back to make me feel like I said something like that to you before. Because I really don't forget anything. Oh, okay, thank you, Insatiable. Insatiable say I did. I thought so. And once I said it, I was like, I don't know what made me say that. And then I'm saying to myself, it seems like I've already told him I had that feeling. So Insatiable is down there in the chat and he said, yes, yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. And I want y'all to know that at one point, Insatiable was paraplegic. He was paralyzed and he had to learn how to do everything all over again. So we definitely are glad that we have Insatiable here. And you better believe it. Thank you again, Insatiable. The mental said hi. Ryan. Oh, Ryan. How you doing, Ryan? Thank you so much for flying in, Ryan. Ryan flew in just like this and he coasted on me. And he said, I'm ready to get off the plane. I'm ready to get off the plane now. Hey, Ryan, are you still down there in the chat? I'm taking my down here. Follow my hands, Ryan. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Pick up the pace. Are you still down there in the chat, Ryan? Stop right there. Are you anywhere down there in the chat? I'm trying to see if Ryan is still in the building. Ryan left a comment and I told him earlier today, I say, hey, Ryan, I say, won't you come in and join me on my live? And he said, you know what? If I got a moment, he said, I'll fly in. He'll be right there. So that made me feel good. You know what? This is how I know. This is how I know if there were ever any like certain women, like say if I had any of my men that I always talk to, if I had any of them and they told me that they were like single and now I'm getting more and more of a feeling about my men, I bet you I'll tell you if that's the right type of woman for you. And I wonder, is any of my men single actually? And y'all, I wonder if y'all will tell me the truth about that. Is any of my men single? I definitely want to know. And as a matter of fact, is anybody looking for love? Because I'm sure a couple of you already have love, but Gotten already made it clear, no TQ. Gotten say no TQ, no talk queen. I don't got nobody. And he said just like that. Gotten is so funny. You just have to listen to him. Did he say that man called him weird? Gotten, was it any kind of reason why that man should have called you weird? So Gotten is the one that we just got off the phone call with. You got to play it back if you didn't hear the call. Gotten is always funny. Trust me. Anyway, the mental said, hey, Ryan, again, if you're not here, thank you for flying in, landing, and then trying to stick it out as long as you could. I definitely appreciate you for that. The mental say, fellas, tune in for the Valentine's hotline with the Queen. Thank you so much, Demento. Fellas, again, tune in for the Valentine's hotline. All you got to do is call. I wonder if they're scared to call me. I wonder if the men are scared to call me or they just never had anybody. Like I wonder, what do you think it is, Demento? What do you think it is? When like right now, people call me, what our conversation is always just it's a good conversation. So what do you think it would be that now people see a a real, honestly, a genuine person that doesn't mind talking to you. And it's not like we're talking about anything that's bashing or beating anybody up. We basically talking about things within ourselves that go on. And so what would you think it is now that when I put the phone number out there to call me, like nobody calls? Like, what would you think when they see the number and you know they want to call? What would you think one of the reasons would be why they don't call? So John, I know John gonna tell me because he's just a creep dog, and that's what you expect creep dogs to do. Tell you, oh, nobody wants to talk to you, lady. That's something John to say. And then the fact that he creep in on my surrounding and say, how we doing, hon? We doing very great, honey. We doing fantabulous, hon. And then gotten let me know that he was still here because that was literally right after the phone call. Insatiable said yes. So Insatiable was also agreeing with me that the bone, like his bones, he need a deep tissue massage for real. He need one of those massages where, you know, you got to know how to kind of like, trick his body, and you got to not be afraid to touch and give him a massage. I'm telling you. How we doing, hon? I'm doing good, John Boniero. How are you today? Gotten said right. So, anyway, I'm so glad I'm caught up and got all of that out the way. I really am. Because I you know what I felt like? I kind of felt like, I don't know, I kind of feel like I need to take a break. like I'm just like I needed to take a break and ask a question in the chat and like see what y'all answers are. I think I want to do something. You know how I always like to do things like just kind of switch it up and do something different that I might want to do. I think I might want to ask a question. Hey, the mental, what is a question that you would want me to ask through the chat tonight? Even if you have to fly in and fly out, what is a question that you will want me to ask tonight? Or, and you know what, Insatiable, because the mental may not be here. What is a question that you will want me to ask tonight? Because I don't know, my mind just told me, I don't know, my mind just kind of told me to do something different. Do something like ask y'all, what is a topic that you would have wanted me to ask tonight, all night? And I'm going to give you that floor, Insatiable. I'm going to give you that floor, Insatiable, because honestly, you never really comment on certain things. So I want to ask you that question. What is it that you would want us to what is it that you would want me to ask everybody tonight where you will feel like you got one of your questions answered? Even though you enjoy listening to me talk, you enjoy with me on the phone call, you enjoy that stuff. But what is this something that you say, you know what, dog, I wish one day they talk about this? But is that a hard question for you, Insatiable? And I guarantee you, if I met Insatiable, if I ever met Insatiable, I think Insatiable would speak more than you think he would. I think he would. I think he'll be very, very, very talkative. And again, if you out there in my parking lot, I just want to tell you, thank you so much for sitting out there watching. I don't know what you're looking at other than me. I'm just Queen. I mind my business. I be me. And I get on my channel and I talk to my men. And if you want to sit in my parking lot, there's only 2 rules to this thing. One of them is please, 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 please make sure you enjoy yourself. Okay, darling? Make sure you always enjoy yourself, darling. No matter where you go at, make sure you always enjoy yourself, darling. Just make sure you enjoy yourself, okay? Make sure you always enjoy yourself, darling. Please. The next rule in my parking lot is this. When you exit the premises, make sure you take all your debris with you. Don't leave nothing there. If you didn't find it there, don't leave it there. And if you've seen any of it around when you first pulled up, take it with you. Okay? Leave it away. Leave it away. Take it away. Okay? So those are the only two rules. Okay, darling? Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself, darling. Thank you for all my parking lot pimps. You know, you saved me a lot of money on bouncers. Appreciate you. Anyway. Hey, and you know what? I always, I don't know what made this young lady just fly in. And I'm not skipping you, Insatiable. Yes, Insatiable. While I talked to Amaranus, because she know I said whatever her name, that's what I came up with. Amaranus is Rozzy's, is it Rozzy's? Raza. Because we always call him a team of no one. But he come on as Raza, right? And Morena said, hey, Miss Queen. Hey, everybody in the chat. That's a team of no one's sister. Insatiable say, I guess men prefer a woman with kids or no kids. Huh. Ooh. Morenas, let me know if you're still there because we need to know where your brother at. We have not seen him. And I've been waiting on you to come to ask you, where is he? I know he's home. A team of no one, Raza, had an altercation with his uncle like last week sometime. And we remember we haven't seen him since because he got arrested. And so Amarenas came and let me know where he was at. But Amarenas tells the story, but she's honestly very funny. Okay? Anyway, Insatiable wants to know. And I'm going to change the question. Insatiable say, where everybody at? That's what I wanted to know, Insatiable. I was wondering where everybody is at. I said, where is everyone at? I say, they getting tired of me. Are y'all getting tired of me so soon? So you know what I told you I need to do? Let me change my question. Because I wanted to do that. I don't know what made me do it, but I did it. Wait a minute. I have somebody just creeped in on me and I need to make sure. Wait a second. Let me see. Men, I'm going to say men prefer women with kids, right? Or without. And we're going to put a question mark there. Okay. Now this is per Insatiable. Okay, Insatiable. I'm changing the question. And I'm going to see if anybody answer that question, but I'm going to get them the answer. So let's get back to this chat for a second. Who is this just flew in and said, hey, Dee Dee, I hope you like young men as much as you like your favorites. What does that mean, Detroit man? And hey, Detroit man, this the Queen. How you doing, Detroit man? But I don't understand what you mean. I want you to be, you know what? And I probably do understand what you mean in all honesty. I want you to tell me, oh my God, I'll be right back. Oh my goodness. Wow. And thank you for the heart too. Detroit man, I got to go back to you, Detroit. Detroit, are you still there or did you bamboozle in and then weasel out? Because I know Detroit got to still be here. Because Detroit didn't come in hit that pavement like that and kick dirt all the way up in my face and back me up against the wall, then left. Oh, I'm about to say Detroit, man. Detroit, man. Listen, I think I got to get situated because I don't know what Detroit man talking about, but I might need Detroit man to call me on the phone. And you know, and listen, y'all ain't see what I had on yet. What? Wait a minute. And I had these on earlier and decided to bring them back. Don't let the Miss Hattie scarf fool you. I just happen to be one of those rare queens that can wear any kind of way. Y'all see how I took that scarf and turned it into a semi hat? Yes, that's the cap right there. That's what I decided to do. And I decided to keep on my army shoes. Yes. And I decided to throw this ensemble together. For your girl. Those are the type of massages, when you get tough massages like that, I'm telling you, that's the type of massage Insatiable need. I'm telling you, Insatiable, you better start paying attention to my videos. When you see me do those type of stretches, is because those are the type of stretches that you need, because I know those be the type of stretches that I need. So start paying attention. Detroit man, what they do, boo. Detroit man said, I know Insatiable. Hey, Dee Dee, I hope you like young men as much as you like your favorites. Okay. And I'm going to come back to you, Arenas, because I want my men to make sure they speak to you. But I have to deal with Detroit right now, because I got to see which type of weather I'm going to be in. Am I going to be in the snow where it's cold, or I'm going to stay right here in Florida and make them come to Florida? Anyway, Detroit man said, I'm here. So he gave me 3 smiley faces, and he gave me some smiley faces with some hearts on it. So thank you so much, Detroit man. But I have a question. What do you mean by as much as you like your favorites? Like what does that mean? I'm curious to get that answer from you. Because I listen, I can assume what it means, but I would prefer you to just tell me what the damn word mean, man. Like what does that mean, Mr. Detroit man? And thank you for coming in, Mr. Detroit man, and making sure that you landed and making sure that you speak. And I'm gonna tell you, sir, Mr. Detroit man, when you fly in and you want me to get those googly goggly arms and shoulders and stuff like that, you can honestly drop the Dee Dee. And you can just say, hey, Queen. And I'm going to say, hey, Mr. Detroit man, how you doing? How was your day today? That's when I get real affectionate. Next time, when you'll know when I ain't being affectionate, when you come in with this, hey, Dee Dee. Dee Dee ain't at work. That's when she at work. Unless I decide to legally change my name. I wonder what you think about that. What did you think about me legally changing my name to Queen? You know what? Y'all gonna think I'm joking. And Insatiable is right here. I don't know why I keep honing in on Insatiable right now. Did I show y'all my shoes? I know I did, but I don't mind showing you again. Hey, Mr. Detroit man, I'm not done with you. You know, matter of fact, Mr. Detroit man, I'm just getting started with you. Hold on a second. Y'all seen them. Dang, y'all seen them shoes. Oh. Anyways, y'all better make sure y'all like. Y'all better make sure y'all ain't gonna do no comments, because if you out there in my parking lot, then you creeped in. But make sure you subscribe if you do anything, because, and I'm trying to talk fast and I'm talking quick right now because I got a man that's waiting on me, and because he decided to come in land. He took a seat and then he addressed me as a queen. I mean, I got to see if he changed it to queen, because he came up in here, y'all, and said the name Dee Dee. And I corrected him though, but I need to get back to the chat because I'm curious to know what his answer is. And y'all the ones sitting out in the parking lot. So why would I pay y'all homage first? If you want to come on in, you need to come on in and take a seat. But I appreciate you being out there. Got to get back to my chat. Anyway, so they left a whole lot of stuff here and out in the midst of it. What in the world is going on up in here? And you know what? I got to get back to Aranimals. Aranimals said, hey, Miss Queen, yes, because she the only damn heart I see. I mean, and Aranimals is a girl. She the only heart I see in the whole chat. I mean, the only heart. I mean, and she's a woman, and she came in and she showed that type of respect. She did 2 and a 3-1, and she did a trigger 4 move. She came in and she said, hey, Queen, hey was number 1. And then we're going to top it off with 2 for Queen. And then we're going to take 2 and move it to 1, because she said, Queen, comma, hey. And then that's right, thank you. And I know she probably wasn't even giving me those hearts. I don't even know. All I can tell you is something wasn't right. I've been coming to my chat lately, and I have not been feeling confident, like my man is appreciating me or nothing like that. So thank y'all for those little hearts. And I don't understand why I always got to get mad and stomp my feet before I could get what I want. Thank you for the hearts. Now it's making me feel like I'm somebody. Y'all was making me start catching a tantrum. Y'all men gonna learn that y'all gonna say, you know what? She is so, man, I just love this girl. I just love Queen. I just love her. And then you gonna say, but man, you can tell when she not happy, because she definitely that's the only time y'all gonna see me pout. And y'all don't even see me pout. And for me to have to look up at this chat and only see one heart sitting on in, thank you. Make me get the oogly googlies, please. I know y'all say this girl right here so weird. Yes, I'm supposed to be weird. Y'all already know that. I got to take a break. Listen, I got to stop the chat for 1 second. You know why? Because Aranimals just said that Yazi bail was denied because his uncle is pressing charges. So Yazi is also a team of no one. That's why he normally run through the chat and he mimic everything 400 Circle Media says. Everything 400 Circle Media tell him to do, he does it. If 400 Circle Media said that I held up the chat, he agreed. And then he run all through the chat. Him, a team of no one. So that's where he's been at the last couple of weeks, about at least a week and a half. Now, this weekend should be about 2 weeks, because that's how long it's been. And I'm like, he must not be home yet. So I've been waiting for Rainimals to come here. My goodness. And you know what, Rainimals, I want to know if your uncle pressed charges, are you going to be a witness against your brother? Yes, I want to ask the Rainimals that question. So let me get back up in the chat, because I had to stop and say that about a team of no one, because he's not here. And y'all needed to know why he's not here. And Aranimals told me last time that a team of no one wasn't wrong. She said her uncle was wrong. But a team of no one, if you could not control yourself and keep your hands to yourself, then what? We cannot defend you when you do stuff like that. That's what I'm trying to teach y'all. When these trolls come on this channel, they only can go so far. Y'all, you're going to be able to practice control, because if you can control yourself on chats like this, it'll start teaching you some sort of self-control. And we can look at a team and no one Kool-Aid. We could look at a team and no one right now, and we could say to him whatever we want to say to him. But guess what? He got to understand you can't be so quick to react. Even when people keep poking the pig, you got to find a way to walk away. But if he was right, we going to get to the bottom of it. Never say you got in a fight. Always say you was defending yourself. And thank you so much, Detroit man, for giving me all those smiley faces with those ooh hearts. I wonder what part of the show tonight made you look like that. Okay. So Detroit man say a lot of older women enjoying company of younger men, but prefer their older counterparts. Whoa, 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 whoa. See, Detroit man, no. Detroit man, come back, Detroit man. Detroit man. So you telling me you can't call me? Can you call me, Detroit man? I want to talk to you on the phone. I want to talk to Detroit man because this is a whole topic of a conversation. The reason why this is a topic of a conversation because Detroit man just dropped a whole bomb in my ears. It was almost like a tsunami just then. It went through just like that. So what happened was Detroit man said a lot of older women enjoy the company of a younger man, but prefer their older counterparts. So I want to make sure that I'm putting this statement in the right perspective. Hey, 400 Circle Media. Thank you for flying the coop, 400 Circle Media. How you doing, 400 Circle Media? I'll be down there to get to you, 400 Circle Media. Detroit man said, I'll get to you, Detroit man. I don't know, it's something about Detroit man. Detroit man just said that older women enjoy the company of an older man. Let me say Detroit said a lot of older women enjoy the company of a younger man, but prefer their older counterparts. So when you say the older counterparts, you talking about in the britches counterparts or just to have an older man as their boyfriend? See, that's what I'm telling you. You know the way my mind run through the woods and then come back from the forest and still have on shoes. My mind didn't process that how you trying to say it, because that's why I wanted you to call me. But see, you're going to learn how to call. And then you know what you're going to do, Detroit man? You're going to start getting mad when you can't get through. And you're going to say, see, what happened with Queen? Queen did this and then now you can't even hardly reach her. And thank you, Aranimals. Thank you, Aranimals. It doesn't even make sense. See, this is where the disconnect comes in with man and woman. It doesn't make sense. And Aranimals, listen, you got two ladies on the floor. Y'all better make sure y'all remember to tell Aranimals hello. You got Detroit man just said a lot of older women enjoy the company of a younger man, but prefer their older counterparts. So I want him to clarify, when you say older counterparts, you're referring to what? Counterparts below the britches, or you mean the older man physically in their life? You got to give us one answer. You're going to have to give us one answer. Or you asking multiple questions. See, this is what I'm saying. You got to clean it up, buddy. You know I like all that lovey-dovey stuff and all that googling and gockling, but you got to come when you open up these type of conversations. Sometimes you go to opening up old wounds. You better be careful going down that road with me. The older man physically in his life, no. You ain't got it right, buddy. You don't have it right. You don't do right. I don't know who's sending them hundreds, but you don't have it right. John say, you are babbling again, hun. Not making sense. John always gonna find a reason to jump in this. Thank you, John. I'm glad you broke the monotony up like that. John say, on Valentine's Day, happy to you tonight. Thank you so much, John. I appreciate you for saying that. Detroit man says, okay, thank you. Insatiable said that he was giving me hearts too. Thank you, Insatiable. You know, I appreciate that. Insatiable, I want you to leave that. Okay, who telling me? Okay, thank you. Okay, you let me know you right there again. You know what I want you to do, Insatiable? I want you to answer me a question. If I came and we went out, thank you for the hearts again. If I came and we went out to dinner, Insatiable. Okay, thank you. Who's sending them to me? Who's sending me those right there? Oh, thank you, John. Thank you. John came in and John made it clear that he wanted me to know it's Happy Valentine's Day, and then he sent me the hearts. Thank you. I see you, 400 Circle Media. 400 Circle Media said, Queen. Yeah, he did. He left a couple messages. He forgot that I'm going up and down that chat now, and nobody will be missed. Y'all will see. Thank you so much, John. I appreciate the hearts. You gave me the googly goggly, buddy. Now I need to take a deep breath because I need to go back up there. And 400 Circle Media. So Arainamos is on tonight. Make sure you speak to her. That's a team of No One's, Raza's sister. And she's telling us that a team of No One isn't here because he's still incarcerated. The uncle has decided to press charges against him. So that's why we haven't seen him in almost 2 weeks. So back up. Detroit. A lot of older women, 400 Circle Media, you better help him. Because Detroit, he's not going to call because he's scared to call for now. Detroit said a lot of older women enjoy the company of a younger man, but prefer their older counterparts. No. If you want to ask me how that would work, I would tell you how that would work if you ask me. I'll tell you what a woman would think on an answer like that. That's not what it is. You are off. And the average woman to tell you that you're off. But if you want me to give you the answer to what an older woman would do in a situation like that, leave it down in the chat. A team of no one. 400 Circle Media said who? A team of no one. Remember, I always say a team of no one is one of the ones that always be agreeing with you even when you be wrong. Y'all triple team me. Anyway, I don't know why I'm interested in talking to Detroit man. No, they denied him bond. 400 Circle Media said, is he good? I was telling him, no, he's not. He's been denied bond. So Detroit man, are you changing that question or are you sticking to what you stuck with? I don't know. You can't believe that. You can't believe it. You just can't believe it. You can't do it. There's no way you can believe that. So listen. I'm so sick of him. I just can't believe wait a minute. Where are we at right here? And then Detroit man said, change it. Ain't no law saying it otherwise. Detroit man said, oh, I've been subscribed. I love your responses. Okay. Oh, okay. He said he loved my responses to the Kendra G videos. He said she tried too hard to be everybody's friend. And what you can't do is that. But you know what it is, Detroit man? I feel like when it comes to her, I feel like it ain't even about her being a friend. She's just a person that's honestly like that. And it's things that she probably would want to comment about in her life that she went through. But people looking at her like she's such a prissy girl, till she probably was somebody like me that went through more than what people would understand, but she went through something on the other side of it. And the other side of it is like, what you mean by that? But everybody hurt and pain is on a different level. And I think that's what she do. And that's why she started to do something like this, because she seen there was a niche. She seen it was a niche, and it was a problem with, just because you don't have the right look, that don't mean there's not a man out there for you. So once she honed in on that, and she got some of the best of the worst women to come on and, just say what they want, and is a man gonna be out there for them, and she found a hole, and now she honing in on just that. So point is, and because she found that, and I don't think she really have a relationship, like dating really. I think if someone said somebody, she's not really dating anybody or something like that, or she just now found somebody else, and she's 40 something years old. you know she's not gonna give dating advice. Because she might not, I don't know, she might not have that much of experience to give it. Like me, I'm gonna give you my advice. I don't give a damn if you say I'm wrong, and I might be wrong, but it was still my advice. It was my advice, it was my opinion. I gave it, and I'm gonna stand firm on it unless you change your mind when you tell me the story, and that's not gonna be good. So yeah, to an extent, she like to be everybody's friend until they hit below the belt by that damn app don't work. When they go to tell her about Detroit, man, when they go to telling her about that app don't work, she be up in their ass. She be done took the A and the PP out of app. You can't get a word. You can't get a word in edgewise when you go to talk about Kendra old app. Because now that she got a new app, man, please. She got a new app, and now she throwing that in people's face just like this. Big ups to her though. She found a niche, she found a hole, and she better keep running if she can. But you know what? I looked at it like this. I really looked at it like this, Detroit, man. I said, it's so surreal. I had a conversation with someone the other day. I walked in the room, and the white lady went to talking to me about a couple of things, and she was telling me how something she talking going through some sort of therapy or something. Anyway, the gist of the story was the lady proceeded to tell me that she's taken over her dad's empire, but she didn't even like him. He was running the company in the ground. And then she proceeded to tell me about her and her daddy empire, her and her husband's empire. And then she went to tell me about an empire that she built and started up on her own. I mean, she was throwing all them damn empires at me. And I would have dodging them. I say, don't dodge them, girl. I say, don't dodge them. I say, sit right there and let them hit you. Because the more they hit you, the more you're going to want to keep looking up, keep going up, and don't change your wings. Just keep flying. And you're going to be guided just where you need to go. So every time you think you're about to fall, if it's meant for you, something going to pick you back up and bring you back. And I said that to say this. I don't know if Kendra was just a girl trying to make it and came up, or that she really had someone to help her. I don't know. But she got an advance in it. And that's good, because I think she do the radio station and all that type of stuff. And she went to school, and I'm sure she worked her way to get the way she was going. And she found a niche. And if it's anybody out there, especially if you like me and you just somebody, you don't have to follow nobody else's niche. So when people start throwing their things at you, you also got to look at how they received it and got it, and look at what they're going to do and what it'll take for them to keep it. But when you start building things up from the ground up, see, it's these type of ages when you learn how to not just appreciate things you got, but understand that a dollar mean a whole lot, because you got to look back at the days when you didn't have it. That song came on just in time. I like that song. But more to that story is once you get it, watch how you learn how to appreciate it. And this time when you get it, you're going to hold on to it a little bit differently. You're going to realize that you done stepped into who you are, and the Lord showed you how to master anything you want, and you're going to start handling things differently. And when it's time for you to sit down and take a break, you'll be able to sit down and take that break and really start living in peace. That's when you really get that crown. Sometimes the struggle, sometimes you could just take a deep breath and you could just realize that the struggle, when you look back at it, you like, dog, man, at the moment, I didn't even think I can get through those type of struggles. And you end up getting through these struggles and you like, that was really nothing. And it's when you going through the struggle again that break you down. But when you learn how to get through the struggles the right way, because you know you finally found what it is, you learn how to handle those struggles a little bit differently. I don't know. I don't know what made me say anything like that. But that thing say single again. And it's the first time I heard that song in so long. And I ain't never like it, if you want me to be honest. Let me get back to my chat. Because I don't like that song, I'm able to get back to my chat. How about that? Okay. I don't know. Trina is okay. I'm going to tell you, this is Trina. I don't know if you guys know Trick and Trina. So they are out of Miami, Florida. And she's a rap mogul nowadays. Anyway, I used to like Trina. And I think when I stopped not necessarily disliking her, but saying no, I just didn't appreciate what she did. And it really it really, honestly, it left a nasty taste in my mouth ever since. But she made a statement. If anybody know Trick Daddy what is the disease that he have? I don't know if it's MS, and I could be wrong. Don't hold me to it. Don't go to talk about you gonna sue me, because I swear you're gonna get this scarf. And one day at a time, this scarf gonna be worth a whole lot. And I'll give it away to somebody so that they could give them some money off of it. But listen, I can't remember which illness that he have, but Trina got so upset with him on the show until she threw his illness up at him. She was like, oh, you so and so and so and so and so and so. Like, oh, you disabled, multiple sclerosis having ass. She had said something like that. And it was, and it's not funny at all, because that's why I really don't even try to listen to anything she say. But I didn't understand, how did you get that upset with him and throw something so sensitive to a person where he honestly can lose his time on earth because of this illness that you took so far out of context over, oh, you didn't show up to the video shoot because you was late, like you always be late. So that made you throw his whole illness up and stuff like that. Like I used to always tell my children, when you arguing with somebody or y'all cracking on each other and going back and forth, how kids used to do it, because we did it. I told my kids, I always told them, one thing you don't do, don't ever hit below the belt. If you do anything, say, shut up with your musky ass. Yeah, I might not have never smelled your musky ass, but guess what? In the middle of that fight, I called your ass musky. Hey, what you gonna do? That gonna get more attention than me here. Oh, you know what? Look at you. You got a wide back. All that type of old dumbass stuff. People already know this person got a wide back. So why y'all still laughing? All y'all old hungry asses that used to go to the cafeteria. Y'all been watching that wide back ass the whole time they walk to the cafeteria. So why would I use that joke? I mean, I used to tell my children, I know y'all say this lady talks so damn much. I do. I'm gonna talk a whole lot if I don't see another like up there. I'm just kidding. I ain't gonna talk that much. I'm gonna just talk a little bit more. How about that? Okay, I got to say this. Insatiable, and this is what I was trying to tell 400 Circle Media. It'd be hard for me to stay on the subject. I got to go back to, I done changed these titles to 15 different topics because I'm like, okay, I don't want to talk. I really don't want to talk about nothing. I just honestly wanted to talk to my man. My topics be when I talk during the daytime, but my mind just told me to do this. So I asked Insatiable what topic would he want everybody to ask when they come in, and he said, do you prefer women with children or without? If y'all being honest and take y'all personal life out of it and just really think about, as you as a man, do you want, would you, and you too are animals, do you want, would you really prefer a man with children or a woman with children, and vice versa? That is what Insatiable wanted to know. But y'all know me, I go deeper into the conversation. So I say, I better let one of them ask the question, because I be going into topics where when you answer the question, you know good and well it's another question behind that. So you should have been prepared to just say, you know what? She gonna have some questions behind this answer. Why didn't y'all just do stuff? You know what I mean? Anyway, let me get back to this chat. I cannot believe Detroit Man said that. No, but it ain't nothing bad, Detroit Man. Just let's be clear. I just couldn't believe you said it because it's so far not from a woman. Detroit Man said, change it. Okay. Then he said, oh, let me know that he been subscribed to the channel. He went to tell me about Kendra G. Insatiable again, let me know that he was giving me those hearts. Definitely appreciate it. Detroit Man said, I'll never witness against my brother. I didn't see nothing. That's what the problem is. Y'all men always trying to cover up for men. And y'all don't want to admit that y'all men been covering up for men for so long until only thing y'all see right now is the so-called new modern day man that no longer do those womanizing things anymore. So the only one that become the new target is the woman. Because now that the man has changed, see, listen, I don't know who telling me to move on. No, no. Because this is a topic that come up so much and I just don't get it. And y'all know this is why I be telling y'all, man, why do y'all want to talk to me? Why do y'all want to talk to me? And y'all know this is supposed to be my good time where I'm supposed to be relaxing and laying on my man's shoulders and stuff like that. Then you got somebody like Detroit that fly in like this. You don't see Detroit but once a year. But when he come in for that year, he gonna come in and stomp the ground and the pavement and leave a crack in the foundation. But I got to make sure I sew it back up so when he come back again, he don't land in no potholes. Because if I let him leave the way he think he gonna leave, he gonna come back to some potholes when he get here. And I want him to be in all his right body parts when he come back, because he gonna always draw me some sort of conversation that make me say, he doing it wrong. He doing it wrong. Hey, Steven, I see you down there. Thank you so much for Encircle Media. He said he did the recap today, and you know I will be down there to see what you're talking about. John said, who is yes for the hearts? I see you down there, Steven. Thank you so much. I definitely appreciate you coming in, flying, dropping the link, and you dropped the heart. And I also got my hotline open. I want to tell y'all again, I decided, thank you for the hearts, thank you for the hearts, thank you for that, Steven. But I did decide that I'm going to leave my line open. And no, Detroit man, I'm not done with you. Stay seated. Anyway, I am going to do my hotline. I'm going to do my hotline. I'm not going to close it. So after the chat, so once my live is over and you want to call me, you're more than welcome to call. But that's if you could catch me now. So don't start. If y'all could catch me, you're more than welcome to call me. My only thing is, if you do call me, I'm gonna still record the call. I may not record it on the live, but I'm still gonna record the call. So just keep that in mind. And I'm gonna ask you that too. You know I'm recording the call because of course I'm gonna record the call. Duh. Anywho, who's sending me all of these hearts? Is that Steven? Steven, I want you to leave down there in the chat. Is that you sending me those hearts? I want you to answer that in the chat right now. Please. I want to know, is that Steven sending me those hearts like this? I guess that wasn't Steven. Okay, so that wasn't Steven sending me the chats. Anyway, I didn't ask for the heart. I said, was that Steven sending me the chat, sending me the hearts? I'm not even gonna look at the hearts because I asked one question and Steven didn't answer the question yet. Thank you. Oh, that is Steven. Thank you so much, Steven. I appreciate that. Thank you, Steven. Anyway, Steven just like to sit and hit his finger on that button like this, and he just like to hold it just like that. And he go to getting the googly gogglies. He go getting the googly gogglies more than me. Anyway, I don't know what it is about Detroit, man. And I told him I was coming back to him. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Steven. I see you down there. Steven said that I look so classy, and he said he loved my style. Thank you. I definitely appreciate that about you, Steven, because you will let me know, child. Yes, he will. Anyway, Detroit man, my goodness. He'll never, Detroit man will never witness against his brother. I didn't see nothing or nobody. And you know I was going to come back to it. He don't see nothing or nobody. So the only thing that he see is now he got a perfect friend that he knew good and damn well got so many skeletons in the closet. Even he don't want to peep out my window. He know it. But then what they want to do, they want to look at the woman and only see everything bad about her in those moments. Like, where they do that at? It makes you say, where they do that at? Where do they do that at? I'm not joking. Where they do that at? I mean, that's just, listen, I didn't come up with this answer on my own. If you look in the chat, look at what Detroit man said. Detroit man said he didn't see nothing and he didn't hear nothing. He's responding to, he ain't telling nothing about nobody. He don't know nothing because he know about all the skeletons that be in the closet. But what he trying to say is, it don't matter what the skeleton is in the closet, women. You're supposed to look at the new man for who you see him right now. But I mean, bump the fact that you ain't apologized for who you used to be yet. But it's okay. We ain't going to get into that one, child. Because then you go to getting into stuff like that. Then people go to saying, wait a minute now. Like, whose side she on? I'm on the right side. And then we get on a topic like this while I'm talking to my man. I'm going to let y'all know when I disagree with y'all, too. Thank you so much, Steven, if that's you that's sending me all those hearts. Because, yeah, we had Detroit man trying to sneak in. Detroit man tried to literally sneak in like that. That wasn't even cool. But I like that, Detroit man. You kept me on my toes then. That's why I say you should have talked on the line. Anyways, maybe Detroit man will probably call me if we off this chat. Detroit man will want to call. You know why? Because he want. I guarantee Detroit man. Listen. If Detroit man is still in this chat, Detroit man, I promise you, he want to explain to me his answer. Right, Detroit man? I bet you. Anyways. 400 Circle Media said, Queen. Hey, 400 Circle Media, how you doing? 400 circle media gonna fly in and he gonna give me everything he's supposed to give me, including my crown, my heart. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been watching the last 400 circle media. I don't know. Everybody took a little dip and a little change for a second. And you know, when I be seeing these little dips and I be seeing these little changes, y'all will hear me kind of throw a little comment out there about certain things. And I'm like, okay, y'all must not be paying attention, but I've been paying attention because things kind of changed a little bit. I don't think 400 Circle Media realized or paid attention that things kind of changed a little bit. And this is why I try to tell him a topic is a topic. It's all about what I see in you. And what I see is 400 Circle Media been knowing for the longest. He know I like that heart that go bam, because it got that dot at the bottom, and he know I like that other heart that sit to the side just like this. This is like the second, and it might be the third day, but I'm gonna just go with the second just to be on the safe side. I'll look back at the tape. 400 Circle Media has missed those hearts, and I don't know what happened. He been so busy screen recording and I mean just busy as hell. He's been so busy. He haven't even, but I get it. I just want him to know and pay attention. Thank you, Stephen, for those hearts. I appreciate you because you have been pretty consistent. I'm just, hold on, somebody calling. I wonder who calling. Next time I'll put a certain time that I'll open up the chat. Hold on 1 second, man. Arenamos, listen here. This call about you.
What you do?
Oh, who is this?
It's 400.
Oh, hey, 400 Circle Media. How you doing?
Yes, I was just listening.
Okay.
I was in the chat.
Okay.
Which you weren't gonna get to me. And so now,
okay.
Which I was listening to, you like I missed for 400 did the hearts and stuff. Right?
Okay.
I got a new phone.
Oh.
So everything not lined up like it used to be.
Okay. So did that remind you that I be paying attention to things and y'all think I don't? And these little things I tell y'all mean a lot to me?
Queen.
Yes, sir.
We here, Queen.
Okay, y'all not leaving me or anything?
No. When I be trying to find more hearts to give you, Queen.
Oh my
but
goodness.
I be trying to find hearts that means something.
Right, because
so when you see me put the hearts in the chat, that means something.
That's right.
When you see me recap your videos, that means something.
That mean a lot. That mean a whole lot when we recap our videos. We just know what it gonna take to get there. And right. and I appreciate when you do that. Yeah. Listen, I keep telling you what you're gonna do when you're gonna have to call me on a whole nother phone number to reach me, because then you're gonna say I can't even skip the line no more. And you know,
yeah, I know.
And you know what I just did, 400 Circle Media. I just opened up the doors to if anybody want to call me, I'm gonna take the call if I can. I'll take the call. Wait, 400 just cut me off so quick. What happened, 400? You didn't want me to do that? Wait. See, 400 Circle Media already noticing he can't get away with nothing with me. And he know he can't. Why did he cut me off so quick? What happened?
400 gonna be here.
Oh, well, why did you cut me off?
I support.
Correct. So what do you think about this phone call if I leave the doors open for phone calls? That's where you cut me off at right there.
What phone call?
Oh, you don't remember that part? Okay. You know what? I appreciate you for that. And you know what? So I'm going to tell you, I opened up the door for phone calls. And that means, okay, and people going to be able to call me even when the chat over. But 400 Circle Media, I did let them know.
You know 400 gonna call back.
Oh my goodness! But wait, 400 Circle Media. I said that I still have to record the call.
Okay, so what that mean to me?
Nothing. I'm only.
Record the call, yo. Like,
Yeah. That's what I'm trying
hey,
to tell
shout
you.
out,
Huh?
shout out to the chat. Shout out to the queen.
Yes, sir. Yes,
So we
sir.
all about respect over here.
That's right. And you know what? So far, how we doing 400? How we doing in your eyes?
We we doing good. I'm
Thank you.
telling you.
You think we opening up some minds? You think we opening up some hearts? I know I see some hearts coming through the air. So you think we doing something good by doing this?
Yeah, it's all like I say like we got a plan
Uh-huh.
and the plan kind of working out right now.
Yes.
So we got to stick to it.
That's right. Damn, 400 right on point. When I tell you 400, this man right here is literally right on point. And y'all need to go over there, mosey on over to his channel. He's at 400 Circle Media. And you know what? He have some
Yeah, I'm
very,
gonna drop it in the chat.
yes, would you please? He has some very interesting content over there. I mean, I like to creep in through their front doors and back doors. And what I'm going to be doing in a minute or two when I get probably this weekend out, I'm gonna drop a bombshell on him, and he gonna say, "What the hell happened here?"
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
He
Yeah,
did.
that's gonna be a conversation.
Yeah,
But
yeah. It's gonna
I've been
always.
telling you, we got to do a whole panel for real.
Okay.
We got to.
And can I ask you a question? If we did a whole panel,
Yeah.
who would be on the panel, and what would you
Okay,
suggest we
me.
talk about?
Me, you, probably Jug and KT,
Okay.
and we just sit and we ain't got to come up with a topic because we just talk.
Okay. Okay. And when do you suggest we do that?
Hold on. You don't throw me off a little bit. But,
See, that's I don't you. If you notice, if one thing that you notice, and I would like for you to admit it now that we're on live,
okay.
aren't I very supportive?
Yeah.
I'm very supportive, and don't I appreciate when you support me?
Yeah. You do.
Okay, and listen, and if it's anybody else, I'll tell them I'll sneak to their house. That's why I tell you, you got to make sure you clean up your house because I'm gonna be in a position where I'm gonna be sneaking over to your houses, and you don't know who I'm bringing with me to sneak to your house. So you got to get your stuff cleaned up. Don't look at the channel as being a nothing channel because the channel is definitely gonna grow, and it's gonna grow to not just help. It's gonna grow to help. It's gonna grow to help men. That's right. It's going to grow to help men. It's going to grow to give you a voice, and it's going to grow to be able to help other little channels by even me shouting them out, just different things like that is literally is really, 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 really honestly going to grow, and I just want to say, like, people just really don't understand it. So don't look at it as a channel because there's a multitude of things that you can also get out of this channel. And thank you so much for the likes. I definitely appreciate that. And like at least like 4 people now. Oh, you only got 3. You only got 5 people viewing. Don't look at it like that.
They all right.
Yep, don't look at it like that. Don't look at it like that because when you start looking for all natural, when you try to look for someone that give you something inspiring, know how to break you down and pick you back up again, that's what you're supposed to look for.
Right.
You look for things like that. And you don't, and one thing about it, people can say, yeah, but when I go over to this topic, right, when I go to this particular channel, they just straight talk about so and so and so and so. That's the difference with my mind. My mind don't straight talk about so and so because one thing that my mind know, even when you got somebody and you having them to clear their heart, you also have to take a break and let them take a break from their heart too, so that they can digest and digress what they just felt. So for me, just sit and talk about one plain topic. First of all, I'm a woman. I don't know how to stay on topic. If y'all haven't noticed, I know y'all say I
already know.
But don't I always come back to that topic? I be all around the world.
Yeah, 24 hours. Yeah.
Listen, it don't matter what. I thank you for the hearts again. So you know what? Matter of fact, I really don't even know why I'm talking to you right now. I'm not going to be playing this game with you. Listen, I don't think you was on yet. I'm going to have to drop the call also with Gotten just a few minutes, about 30 minutes ago. My goodness, Lord. Gotten is honest. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Gotten, yeah.
Gotten
came to my page.
Listen, I'm telling you, listen, it's gonna get better than that. Listen, we gonna be good. If we can ever get these meetings going, we just y'all slacking. Y'all made me y'all horrible. I'm horrible. How, who do you think I've been? Okay, you want me to tell you how? You want me to really tell you how I'm gonna blame y'all?
Hold on, Queen.
Oh no, so don't talk about it. See, okay.
No, you know what? Go ahead, Queen. Go ahead.
No, I won't talk about it right now.
So we need to hear the truth. Let's go.
Y'all don't want the truth. Y'all don't want the truth.
We want the truth.
You do. Okay, so the first thing is got on a phone call with me, and I could not believe Gotten is so doggone funny until it's like, is he serious or what? So you definitely gonna have to tune in. You don't have to go back to the full live. Just give me a minute and tune in. You'll be able to hear Gotten on his phone call, and Gotten is something else. When I tell you Gotten is something else, Gotten is his own begosh person, and he has his own personality. But anyway, we ain't gonna talk about that right now. On to the next. I'm telling 400 Circle Media that he knows. See, I see 400 Circle Media trying to start the conversation and the end of the conversation, but I'm gonna go back to the beginning of the conversation. Hey, that's right. I'm gonna go back to I'm telling you, I'm gonna go back to the start. I'm gonna go back to the start of the conversation when the very first question that I asked you was this. I said 400 Circle Media. I said, don't I always support y'all? Didn't I say that?
Yeah,
I said, don't I always support y'all? I say, don't I pop up over to your house and I say you got to clean your area, keep your area clean because you don't know who's gonna pop up. Didn't I say that at the beginning of our call? So now you're saying, so if I said that at the beginning of the call, I had to have said that for a reason. So me and you have been supposed to do a call. It's been about 2 months now. Hadn't happened. Wait a minute. Every day we get on the live, don't I say to you, hey, 400 Circle Media, what is it that you can't get it right doing? You have me mentioning to everyone that you guys are going to be going live, and you still haven't gone live yet. Can't get it right, blamed you. You blamed yourself. And then nobody ain't blaming nobody.
No.
Right? And then
I blame.
Go ahead.
Okay. I blame myself.
Okay.
Because I had other things going on.
Correct.
So before this YouTube, I have a family,
right?
And everything.
Correct.
So I just can't jump up and just pop up and do something.
Right.
But me and KG got to understand it.
Right.
Like now, I got a little more time.
Correct.
And that interview coming, it's coming. So I just started going back live, maybe 2-3 days ago.
Right.
So it's a process.
And so let me tell you the reason why I brought that up, because you really didn't even have to break it down like that. But the reason why but I'm glad you did. But the only reason why I brought it up is because you said, Queen, how you gonna blame me? How you gonna blame us? Because I'm like, the reason why I'm gonna blame you is because you see, no matter what you say, I always will find a way to just pop up to somebody's house. Matter of fact, today I came home and I just was sitting and I went on my phone, and I don't even know how to do these notifications, and I noticed that I really don't, and I noticed that who was on live today? The boot 500 and 504. I noticed that he was on live, and on my way coming home, I joined his live, and he was like, Queen, thank you so much for joining. And my point is, no matter which way, if I know in my mind that you have something, no matter where I'm at, I'll try to plug in and support. So the point that I was saying is, you said, Queen, how you just gonna blame me? Why? Because the Queen always sitting on ready. And who I've been waiting on? I've been waiting on y'all. Right or wrong?
Queen. Okay.
Oh, so that was a right or it was a wrong?
Okay.
Okay, there you go. Hey, And the man still said I was wrong.
You know, 400 gonna pull up regardless. Anywhere you see me, it's 400.
Right.
And I told you, if 400 don't pull up, 400 got something going on.
Of course. And that's true. I believe that.
And I tell you, if I don't catch it, I'm going to recap it.
No, not me. No, when you said no, not none of that. Remember remember just a few minutes ago you said I'm telling you I'm waiting on these interviews, and then I say I'm waiting on y'all, and you say Queen, how you gonna be waiting, huh?
That interview coming.
No, right.
It's perfect timing.
Right. It's perfect timing. So you said we need.
It's gonna be perfect timing. Because it's not really an interview. It's really me and him just talking.
Mm-hmm. I was also talking about you and I. And my point that I was making is, anytime you come and tell me you got an interview with someone, or anytime you say, oh, Queen, so and so want to interview with you, the point that I was making is I always be ready. So I said, no, I am waiting on y'all. And you was like, how am I going to blame y'all? I'm like, because I've been waiting on y'all. That's what I was referring to. You went all into the other stuff. I was like, okay.
Yeah. But with me and KG do that,
right?
Which is gonna be real soon.
Right.
We're gonna do that. Like I started going back live today, 3 days ago and stuff like that. You see how many people I had to come through there? So it's more understanding what I'm on.
Right.
I'm not on cussing people out. I'm not on none of that stuff. So,
right.
We got a little base now. So now I can do the KG interview.
Right. So let me ask you a question. So it was like where y'all, whatever channels y'all was on before, what were they doing? Just interested in knowing. Thank you so much for the heart. So I appreciate it.
Just the fussing, cussing.
Like using curse words and stuff?
Yeah. Like.
Oh no.
When I tell you I don't want to go back to none of that stuff.
Right.
Because that's not what I try to put on here.
Correct.
I put out a story to try to help people. I'm not up here talking about beating up with you and kill you.
Right.
But we just put stories out to try to educate you before you go the wrong way. Because God bless me. God bless KG. We don't have to do that.
Right.
But I'm trying to stop you from going in there. Because it ain't what you think it is.
But you trying to stop who from going in there? Me?
Anybody.
Okay.
You can hear my story.
Right.
And you get something from it.
Oh, you talk about where you came from. Okay.
Yeah. So if that's why I say KG got a better story. Because if you listen to mine, it ain't nothing like what he went through. Mm-hmm. But I seen what he went through when I was in there. You get what I'm saying?
Were y'all in the same place?
No.
Oh, okay. You just talking about in the area. Right.
No, I was in Alabama. He in Texas. What I went through is what I went through.
Right.
But like, if somebody else listens to it, they probably be like, goddamn, 400, you just walk through that? No, dog, it was a little struggle. But if you listen to KG, that's why I'm saying he got a whole story. Stabbing, poking, and fighting and shit like that.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
But see, I can't tell you that story. Right. I didn't have to go through it, but I seen it.
Right. I see exactly what you mean. Right.
I don't want nobody to listen to my story and say, well, damn, if 400 made it through it. Yeah, but you ain't got the family I got. But you ain't got...
You know what? Here's the thing. Whenever you get ready to tell your story, and listen, and whoever you tell your story to shouldn't even be questioning nothing like that from you. Because when you go to telling your story, they're not going to question. They're not going to question stuff like that. Because that's you telling your story, and you. Even if, the point is, even if they question something like that, what care do you care? Like that, why do you think I could get up here and do what I'm doing? The reason why I can get up here, because you see 99% of the time I don't match. The other 99% of the time, I probably look like a fool. The other 10% of the time, people probably think I'm a mental case. The other 30% of the time, they did their own something else. The next time, they're going to say, you get what I'm saying? So when you get to a space where you could come on one of the biggest platforms in social media is YouTube. So if you could get on YouTube and you can honestly be you, have your own personality and not care what nobody else say, that's when you can tell your story. Because you see how I am, I just tell my story through different things. So when you get ready to tell your circle, 400 Circle Media, when you get ready to tell your circle, tell your story, you need to tell your circle story and not care who's listening.
Yes, and I really don't like. Me personally, I don't care who listens to my story.
Right.
But if it's one person that can get something out of it, you're not gonna be me. You're not gonna be that lucky. But
right.
Listen to KG's story, and this is what you might go through right there. You get what I'm saying?
But,
like it just like KG, my dog. And I don't talk to him. That's how we connected. Mm-hmm. He was the first one told me, 400, you were blessed. And I just realized that. But I got a whole family. I got a lot of things going on. But when I went to prison, I seen what he was talking about, though.
Right.
If you get what I'm saying.
Right.
But he went through that. I don't want to, like, brag on myself. Like, I walked through there, it was a cakewalk. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
I want you to hear what really go on in that.
Right. And guess what? It goes back to what I said before. We've been waiting to hear it. And whenever y'all get ready to tell it, whatever you decide to tell, or when you decide to tell it, guess what? It's gonna always be your story, and somebody gonna be willing to listen. Yep, handle it however you need to. Somebody gonna be ready to listen to it. You better believe it. And I don't think it's gonna matter if it's your story, KG's story, because, and you got to remember this too. Everybody's story don't fit everybody's audience.
Right.
So what story may fit this audience over here, it may not be for an audience over there. So that's why you got to tell your own story and not worry about how big or small that your story is, because the size of your story could be a huge impact, because you don't know the chunk of people that may be going through what you're going through as well. Everybody's story don't have to be on the dark side. The way life is, it's always going to be a story. When you hear me tell you things, when you hear me say things like, when something happened, how I used to tell you an ex-cousin of mine, how she don't understand. I could see where she went through physical troubles and trauma. What she didn't understand was I was going through my own troubles and traumas, but I was going through my troubles and traumas on the inside of me, which I had nobody to tell that I was going through it. She was going through troubles and traumas on the outside where people could see where she was going through stuff. But what she didn't understand was I still always looked up to her, but never said that I was going through my own stuff. And I had to realize that my troubles and traumas hurt me on another side. So when I tell my story, the people that can relate to me on my side of the story are the people that's going to resonate with me. So no story is smaller than another. It depends on who you're telling it to and who want to hear it.
Yeah,
you got some people.
Okay, it's not like a smaller story, right?
Right, I know what you mean.
It's like, bro, look, 400 home. It could have went the other way.
Right.
But Queen, I know we done held up the chat.
We
done got into it.
We.
And Queen held up the chat.
There you go. See, now y'all heard this story. Okay. I got the tape. He
Shout
forgetting
out to
about
the
all of
chat.
this.
Shout out to all my supporters in the chat.
So can we get off the phone with you? You took up seat, and then what I was gonna say, actually,
Yeah.
Gotten was on the phone. Thank you so much for those hearts. I definitely appreciate it. I see you just flew in. Alfonso, don't know what you're saying. You're saying CIOA, Ako, Hako, whatever you're saying, Alfonso, but we see you down there. Thank you for flying in. You can wait at your seat if you want to. If not, thank you for leaving a comment. 400 Circle Media is telling y'all good night, and you know it. I mean, so he'll call back soon, because one thing y'all do know, I normally don't give 400 Circle Media a chance to say I'll talk to you in a few. But tonight, if y'all notice, he acting a bit differently, and I didn't have to just really hang the phone up on him or nothing. So, 400 Circle Media, you done with what you were saying? He don't know.
Yes, I am. And salute to the chat.
Okay.
Salute to Queen.
Okay.
Let's ride.
Okay. Okay. We're gonna ride on out then. Okay. Okay. By 400 Circle Media. Hello. Hello. that man, did that man not see that he hung the damn phone up? Listen, we can't get it right at my hand itching, and that's not good because I didn't play no numbers tonight. Anyway, where's Detroit Man? Is Detroit Man still in the chat? And y'all remember this, if you just flying into the chat, y'all just better know it. My chat line is just open. If you need to call even after the live is over, you're more than welcome to call. You're more than welcome to call. But just know this, I am going to record the call, and I'm going to say it in the beginning. So just know that. Anyway. You know what? Anyway, let me get back to this chat because y'all always going to have something to say about me. Y'all ever been so anxious for something, and it's like you know it's coming, and you just sitting there like, damn, man, why I feel like something is good or something coming, and I just cannot get, I'm still not being able to get to what I know I feel. Anybody ever felt like that? That's how I kind of, I don't know. Anyways. 400 Circle Media, thank you again for all your hearts and stuff. Aranimus did let us know that, she said, do you know who my brothers are? We a no snitch family. He definitely was 1000% right. And she definitely said that. Y'all remember a team of no one. If you don't remember Team of No One, then you must not have started out with me. Because a Team of No One started out. And he's a part of the family. He's a part of this panel. And you'll see him whenever he fly back in. When he fly back in, y'all know he here. And we definitely need to send our prayers up for a Team of No One. He's still sitting in jail. He's sitting in jail because he got an altercation with his uncle. But the uncle actually caused the damn altercation. But he caused it to an extent, which is, I think the uncle was very provoking. And a Team of No One gave him quite a few chances to stop, and he didn't. And things may have escalated from there. I mean, because how many times can you poke a pig without a point get back? And anybody will tell you, kick a dog in the ass too many times, eventually he will bite. We just need to learn how to bite back these days. And yes, Araminus, I do know your brother. Is that name Araminus? I don't know. Anyway, Araminus said, Detroit Man, exact. Oh, right there. Did you see what Araminus said? Araminus said, Detroit Man, exactly, never. Detroit Man said, I'm surprised. You know what I'm surprised? I'm surprised 400 Circle Media didn't bring it up, because what I was supposed to ask 400 Circle Media is, would he prefer dating a woman with or without children out of his personal self Who would you honestly in your heart prefer to date? And I should have got the answer out of him before I let him go to just taking me all into the conversation that he wanted to call. This is why I told him I can't even stay on topic with asking the question that Insatiable told. I even suggested it. And I still can't keep up with it. So y'all need to work with me till somebody can operate around this thing and then know how to go in the chat and then put the question back in there. Now let's see who talked. Now watch this. It's all about you.
Yeah. So go ahead and ask me, not Queen.
Ask you what 400 Circle Media.
Would I like to date women that don't have kids?
In your heart of hearts,
Yeah.
would you really want to date and take your family and everybody away? If you really wanted to date somebody, would it be a woman with or without children?
Really, it really don't matter. Really. Like, because if you with her, you with them.
But are you answering?
I don't see why everybody gets so upset about it. If you really love that woman, then you gonna love her kid.
Right. So I guess what I'm trying to ask is, aside from yourself,
Yes.
if you had to start yourself over, let's say you started over, your kids are grown, you done doing what you want to do, would you prefer a woman with or without children?
I prefer a woman with kids because they probably done graduated and they moving on with their life, and they just want to see me make their mama happy. That's it.
So why would you prefer them with kids?
Because a woman without kids is it's a little different.
How do you think it's different? You want me to answer that for you? You want me to answer it for you?
Please do.
Okay, I'll answer it for you. And if I hit it on the head, all you got to do is say, okay, Queen, I'll call you back on the next round. So 400 Circle Media is on the line. And I posed the question, would you prefer dating a woman if that woman had kids or didn't have kids? And this question was posed by Insatiable. 400 Circle Media answered the question and said, if he had his choice, taking every personal feeling out of him, even if he didn't have children, which he do, he's saying that he would still prefer to date a woman that has children. The reason why he would honestly still prefer to date a woman that have children, he said, first of all, the woman that doesn't have children is different. And I'm going to sum it up and I'm going to show y'all why it doesn't matter which way you call me, because I've been through so much on the inside. Thank you for the hearts, but I'm going to preach on this one topic. The reason why I can relate to you when you talk is because on the other side, I can tell you, I understand where you're coming from. And 400 Circle Media just got tossed up and given us the answer. The reason why he got tossed up and given the answer because he didn't really experience it on that side, but he could tell what the word step do for you. And it ain't just the word step that's doing for you. Is now you talking about a step or you talking about a person that don't have kids. So guess what? If you're dealing with a person that don't have kids, the first thing that you're going to get out of that person, you're going to get a person that do not know how to love someone without it being sexually involved. When you're able to love someone and you can separate sex, you can separate anything under the sun, then you can get a person that you can really, really work with, even though they may have gone through changes in their life. But when you get a woman or you even get a man and they do not know how to understand, if they get it, the only way they really could get it if they put themselves in the position of being a mom without birthing a kid the way I am with brownie cakes. I didn't birth brownie cakes, but I've had brownie cakes since she was 7 weeks old. And I don't mean having her where I have her for a second and then I send her home on the no. I mean having her every day as if I birthed her. And at one point I'm like, damn man, I just love this baby. At one point I just only had her up under me. So that's learning how to love someone without being sexually aroused. That means I just love this person from my soul. But when you're dealing with a woman that don't have a kid at all, and you're dealing with a man that don't have a kid, the first thing I promise you, you're going to run into is a selfish person, because they don't know how to let go of nobody but themselves. The reason why I can account for that.
I'm not trying to interrupt you, but I'm going to let you go ahead. And you keep talking what you're talking right now. But I'm going to drop down and I'm going to listen to what you're saying.
Okay.
You want some real.
Okay, no problem. And I'll talk to you later, 400. Please don't call me back. It's a hard topic to have, but I can relate to this topic so clearly because honestly, it's something that I honestly went through myself. And this is where I try to tell y'all, you can go through things that's on the other side. And how I went through this was I went through it on the other side, meaning I went through it on the side of now I'm not living with my mom. Now I'm living with my dad. And when I got with my dad, I was the only woman there other than my grandmother. Thank you so much for the hearts. I definitely appreciate it. So I'm living with my dad. So now the only thing I remember is that I know I'm a daddy's girl. I know I'm an only girl. I know I got my brothers. I know they're very protective of me. I know I don't got to worry about nothing. I know I'm shielded. I know I'm confident in me. And I know I'm not a tomboy. I'm going through all these type of cycles as a girl. And I know I'm one of the prettiest girls in my girl group. That's how I always used to look at it, because I do know I honestly never fit in. So being that I never fit in that group, but I could go home with my dad and I could go home with my brothers and I could fit in that group. I'm tall. I don't got to worry about being taller than everybody. I don't got to worry about being judged. And if I do be judged, it's on a whole nother level where I could get over it. Okay, you want to know why I'm mentioning that? Because after being the only girl for so many years, now I'm moving into teenage years. Now my daddy bring a wife in. So he brings in a wife that has absolutely no children. And not only does she not have absolutely no children, she hangs with nobody outside of her all sisterhood. And you with my daddy. And you know I'm a daddy's girl. So you looking for all the attention. Plus you don't have no children to know how to separate and just treat this little girl not as like an object that's in the way with a man you're trying to get with, but okay, this is a child. I need to learn how to nurture her and give her some nourishment and teach her these things right here and teach her those things right there. See, you weren't able to teach me, or you weren't able to give me those type of nourishments. You know why? Because you never had a kid up under you that you can raise like that. Therefore, it was always a detachment there. It was never a time where I can actually bond with this person. Why? And I used to tell my brothers, I say, man, this lady don't like me. This lady don't like y'all. Why? Because she never had children before. She don't know how to love other than an attachment starting with sex. Guess what that did for me? Further distanced me from women. And y'all, these are the things that I'm not being funny, because in 2022, if you ever go back to the story, I told y'all the story about the alabaster box. If you go back to that story, to the alabaster box, you will recall me telling you the pastor broke me down so bad. And I keep telling you, I'm gonna put this story in the link. It was from Royal Baptist Church in 2022, June of 2022. When that pastor preached about the alabaster box, when you have learned how to clear your heart, that means you've cleared the alabaster box. And when that pastor preached to me, prior to about a week before, y'all heard, I've told this story 1,000 times. A week before I went to South Carolina, about 2 weeks before I went there, I stepped outside my front door. I looked up at the full moon and I said, Lord, I'm asking you, would you remove everybody from my past that's not supposed to be there? And that's not what I said, but I don't want to repeat what I said, because if I repeat what I said, I don't need a jinx in me. So what I'm saying is, I said, you know, would you remove everybody from my past that's not supposed to be there? 2 weeks later, I went to church. I told y'all I was jicking all night. I didn't get home. I didn't get to the hotel for till about 6 something in the morning. I was supposed to be to church at 7:30. I went there with my same clothes on, but I ran to get to that church, boy, because I had promised my daddy I would be to church. I don't know why, but I promised my dad. I'm like, no, I got to go to church, because so I woke up, I was toe up, drunk up, flow up. I was all that up. However, I went to church. And when I got there, my daddy came and he picked me up from the other side, because it's a big mega like church now. So he pulled me over to him. And when he pulled me in, he put me in the middle of him and his wife. And I'm looking at him like, what the hell, man? Like, you already know, you know where they do that at. Like, I don't fool with this woman. So I just took my graces and sat down. I'm like, why would he do that? Like, why didn't you get on one side and you get in the middle? That's how I looked at it. So the pastor started going on preaching. And when he got done preaching, the message was so powerful until I turned to her. Honestly, I turned to my stepmom, which I've never called her that. I turned to I asked the name I call her by her first name. No miss, no ma'am, your first name straight up. And that's what I call her by. And I said to her, it broke me down so bad until I grabbed her hand. And when I grabbed her hand, and I think this is when I honestly started my journey, I grabbed her hand and I looked at her. And I don't know, I just held her hand so tight. And I don't know what happened. I just went to telling her that I apologize. And if I've ever done anything to wrong you, I'm asking you to forgive me. And she literally looked in my face. Mind you, I was a kid when she treated me like nothing for no reason. However, she looked me in my eyes because she felt like she didn't play a part in why I never talked to her. And she just said, okay, I accept your apology. And I looked at her and I told her, thank you. I appreciate that. And I said, Lord, from this day forward, I don't want to talk or think bad about her anymore. And it happened just like that. And I didn't have to think bad about her anymore. It happened actually just like that. But what I always knew in my heart was the fact that she never birthed a child and the child came through her canals. And clearly she never had a kid in her life where she was able to attach and even to bond to this kid like the way I do with Brownie case. She never would have known how to treat me other than I'm somebody in her life that actually is separating her from a man. Not knowing I could never give her what my daddy gave her. Not on a legal way. It'll never, ever, ever happen. But the fact that she looked at me as a competition per se. I mean, I don't know what daddy who was adopted himself, but was raised up in a house with a mom that been with a husband. And when he passed, that was it. She was a pure angel that would come in and just put you on the top of the list and not see about his only daughter. So I get what 400 Circle Media is saying. 400 Circle Media said it like that because he wouldn't have been able to break it down the way I'm breaking it down, and to break it down like that from a person who went through it, but I went through it on the other side. So what I did, I started off. So what she didn't understand, I was already troubled on the inside and didn't know it. Because I'm troubled on the inside because now I got a mom that gave me up. Now I'm troubled on the other side because I got a stepmom that I know for a fact I never done anything to you. But now I got her adding to my troubles and frustrations. And then at a certain age, I go back to whoever my mom is and don't know none of the sisters, can't get along, can't even relate, can't cope to them. So now that's adding to more frustration. So you want to talk about how my life went in a frustrating pattern? It went in a frustrating pattern in so many different ways. But the difference is the Lord delivered me to a space to where I had to come to a place and I say, Lord, guess what? I'm not going through anything. I'm going through the typical life. Why? Because people have been bothering me. And honestly, and I'm not going to be funny, and they have been bothering me on the innocent side. Y'all got to understand what an innocent side means. When people bother you on the innocent side, and I tell y'all all the time, I'm a sweet person, man. Don't take this as what you think it is. I'm sweet, meaning y'all think I'm joking. There are 10 commandments in the Bible. There's one of them you need to abide by. If you can abide by that one commandment that tell you to love thy neighbor. If you love thy neighbor, every other commandment, I promise you, is going to fall into place. That's the commandment side of it. But somebody asked me in the chat one day, he wasn't, and he was, I don't even believe he was a troll. He wasn't a troll. He was a person that was coming. He was supposed to come in when he did. And he was supposed to drop that question because I needed to be clear on even my end. He asked, what is your favorite quote from the Bible? And if there was anybody that was there, they'll know I'm not making this up. Go back and look at the live. He said, what is your favorite quote from the Bible? And I told him just like this. I said, my favorite quote from the Bible is, do unto others as you have them do to you. And the problem with it is, I have been doing unto others, but none of them have been doing unto me. So I was able to finally lift my head up to the Lord and tell him that I truly feel like I have been wronged in a lot of ways in my life, and I'm ready to get my own justice back. I'm ready to walk on a path where I don't need to let little, small, stupid, dumb, ignorant, retarded things hurt me. Why? Because the way I was hurting on the inside way. Nobody was able to put it together what I was suffering from on the inside. So why would I let my guards down and go through that again? And back to the subject, yes, that all stemmed also from a woman who had no children. And it ain't just a woman that had no children. You got to look at it like this. So you say, well, what that really got to do with it? You went so far back in the conversation. You damn right. Listen, if you pay attention and you get from under the ground, I don't have a choice but to go back so far in the conversation. Why would I go back so far in the conversation? Because remember this, my mom was also adopted. There was still a separation right there. And because it was a separation right there, what happened? My mom felt neglected. And what happened? The cycle continued again. Why? Because then I came along and I felt like I got given up, and then I felt neglected. And then I get in the house with another woman who have no kids, because you may not look at my mom as having no kids, but it was almost like she had no mom. She got separated from her mom. And the problem is she knew exactly who her mom was, just like I did. So now it's almost like I'm dealing with two women. One don't have no kids, but the other one that birthed me don't have a mama. Don't it go neck and neck? You got to pay attention. So when you go underground and you're trying to get something from someone, you got to go all the way under the ground, or you're not going to be able to break them up and then put them back together. Y'all want conversations? This is why I don't like to have conversations, because I don't just sit right there in the conversation. I don't know how to, especially once I get started. And anybody can call me and snap me out of it, because if you don't, I don't know. And again, Kool-Aid. I hope I answered 400 Circle Media's question. And or I hope I had the answer that 400 Circle Media was trying to give. Okay. Thank you for the heart. I definitely appreciate that. And I needed it to kind of calm me down just like a tad bit too. Um, I definitely appreciate them hearts. But I also want to make sure that Insatiable got the answer that he was looking for. Because Insatiable is the one that asked the question. 400 Circle Media was the one that called in and wanted to give the answer, but he wanted to give a clear, precise answer, and he asked me to deliver it. And I hope I did the job for both of them. Detroit said the older man physically in his life. Nope, you wrong again. That ain't it. Trust me. If you want to know one thing about it, one thing I try to make sure that y'all understand is this. Even though I get on here and talk to men, if y'all notice, there are certain men that make sure that they come back and they reoccurring, and they are the men that really have gravitated to the channel and understand what the chat is about. They understand who I am. They accept me for who I am, and they know that they're dealing with someone that they can even even if they don't agree with me all the time, we can resonate with each other, and it ain't no tug of war, and it ain't no this and ain't no that, because you could tell we squirting on the same roads. What I do, what my job is, if there's somebody that need to come in, my job is to get you in here. And once I get you in here, because I'm not a man, I mean, show me a man that had 2 children. If you don't got none that had 2 children, then I ain't got to be no damn man, because I can have children. I had 2 of them, buddy. Okay? Let's make sure we remember that. Anyway, I could bring the men in, but when this man start talking and they're really going through something, that's when they need the other men to come in and just show them some sort of support. And that's exactly what we try to do over here. We try to make sure that, I mean, there's only so much I could do. And the same thing applies to a woman. So what made me give that synopsis is when you say that, Detroit, when you say the older man physically in his life, when you say that, what I would suggest you to do is ask a woman for their answer for that. And then when you get that answer, I'm telling you, take that answer and hold on to it as the truth. John say, you are so beautiful. Thank you so much, John. And I'm going to ask you to please stop coming here with that old suit on, number one, and that half a toupee that's thrown to the side like a motorcycle handlebar. Oh, and thank you so much again. John was telling me happy Valentine's Day. 400 Circle say, Queen. He said, who is this old chat? We were talking about a team of no one. A team of no one let us know. His sister, Aranimos, she let us know that a team of no one is still in jail. He went to jail about 2 weeks ago because he jumped on his, it's not funny. He jumped on his uncle, but Aranimos told me him and his uncle always going at it. So I'm like, come on, for a team of no one. And a team of no one was just telling me prior to somewhere he was planning on going. Anyway, no, he's not good because the judge denied him bail. Yes, I know we went over that. Detroit say, no, he wasn't going to call tonight. 400 Circle Media, that's understandable. 400 Circle Media said, did you check the live out? Did I check the live? Which live? The live that you did today or the one you did yesterday? Detroit said, what's wrong with old men, particularly old black men? There's no. Don't get me wrong. There's absolutely nothing wrong with old men. That's not what we're talking about. What we were saying is, you were saying that older women prefer younger men. You said older women prefer younger women or men, but did my chat go down? I wondered, it must have went down. Hold on, let me see. I don't know. Maybe it went down. Anyway, the reason why I brought that up is because you said that older women want to have younger men, but they want to keep older men as their counterparts. And I'm telling you, no, that's not true. But that's not, there's nothing wrong with older men. See that? See what you just did, Detroit? See, this is where it always be a disconnect with men and women, because how you get the initial question that was one way, how you come up with what's wrong with old men? Come on, Detroit. I want you to explain, how did you come up with those two? Those aren't the same two questions. See, that's when we be having a disconnect, that because you asked one question, you must not know I'm that type of methodical type person. You already asked the one question. You got to ask that one question. Then you got to get an answer to that question. Then we can move over to another one. Don't do me like that. You know I go to, oh, listen, this is why I want to do. I want to take off my thinking cap. But Detroit is the one that flew in, man. Y'all acting like it's me and I'm getting all serious and technical. No, Detroit is the one that flew in asking all these questions. And then he's sneaking other questions in, knowing he asked for an answer over there. Detroit, you so interesting. I like that about Detroit, though. But no, you asking 2 or 3 questions now, buddy. Yep. Let's see here. I mean, Arenas let us know, boy, that her brothers ain't no damn snitching. You know, Arenas is an only girl as well. So a team of no one, she's an only girl. And she run them. That doggone John. John has become, one thing I'm going to tell you about John. John has become very sweet in the chat. And I definitely appreciate him for that. So you know what? I might let him wear his suit if he do something about the half or toupee. Anyways, Detroit man, there is absolutely nothing wrong with, there's absolutely nothing wrong with older men. Nothing. It's just that wasn't the question. So I wanted to make sure I corrected that. There's nothing wrong with older men. Because actually there's a lot of younger women that like older men. And there's still a lot of older women like older men too. I mean, are you talking about to the age where they be passing gas in the bedroom and stuff? You talking about that age? Or okay, he wasn't talking about that age. Anyway, so Detroit say, what's wrong with older men, particularly old black men? So I wanted to know, how did, I mean, I probably shouldn't come back to this again, but when I thought about it, I'm like, you even mentioned a black man. Why wasn't it just a man? And why did you say particularly black men? Are you an older man that's referring to yourself and maybe people have been doing you like that? Yeah, so tell me that, Detroit man. John say, who is Kendra? Oh, that's Kendra G. Aranimo said, for circle media, he's fine mentally, no problem, no worries. Steven said, what's up, Queen? What's up, Steven? How you doing? And you know what, Steven? I meant to tell you last night, I started making this stuff. It's with rosemary. And I started making it, and you can put it, because I kept trying to figure out how I could show you how to really exercise that bottom pelvic part of your back part on the other side. I was trying to think about how I could tell you to kind of work that out, but it's something you just got to do different techniques too. But I will tell you this, if you ever wanted me to, I make this stuff that's a rosemary, and I kind of put it on the joint. That's what I did to help the ex-mother-in-law. And I put it on her joints to help her be able to move her legs, and it took the inflammation away. And it just, if you want some of that, I'll send you some of that. I made it myself, and I had to let it sit too. Anyway, so hey, that's Steven. I meant to tell you that. And if you ever decide that, call me on the phone and we'll work out me sending you the first bottle. It'll be free. 400 Circle Media say, thank you so much, Stephen, for the hearts. I know that has to be you that's sending me those good old boy hearts. I definitely appreciate them, boy. Anywho, Stephen said, I like the fact that 400 Circle Media, he always let me know when he recap a show. And one thing about it, 400 Circle Media go and recap a show, even if he skimmed through it, whatever, and he looking for anything where the sound don't make sense because of the way we doing it, he gonna let me know all those type of things. That's where you go in and you start supporting each other in different ways. That's where you support each other in different ways. That's where that's called support. Put it like that. Steven said, you look classy as always. Thank you so much, Steven. And then, Steven, I probably didn't even get to show you yet, but did I show you? Well, you probably seen these, Steven. So thank you so much, Stephen. I definitely appreciate that. I definitely appreciate you noting classy. Anyway, and Stephen also said, I love your style, which I did mention that earlier that he said it, but you know, once I get down in the chat, I also got to mention it again. Thank you so much, Stephen, for the hearts. Definitely appreciate you again. Stephen, you know what I want you to do? I want you to find it in your budget, and I want you to add me on to the membership, because you should be up in that membership, Stephen, and you know it by now. I mean, what is $1.99 in your pocket? Stephen, I'm talking to Stephen. I'm letting everybody know I'm talking to Stephen. And thank you, Stephen. I definitely appreciate when you always come in and you give me your hearts and all this old good old stuff and stuff like that. And let me know when you become a member too, because that's what I'm looking forward to you to do. Oh my goodness, I definitely appreciate that. He did let me know he liked my style though. Insatiable said 400. Good evening, brother. God bless. I like when y'all do that. I like that brotherhood like that. I'm telling you. You could tell. Whew. Anyway, for a second, me to say insatiable, my bro. Stephen came in, gave me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of those 10 hearts. Thank you so much, Insatiable. I'm gonna say, Stephen, I definitely appreciate you for that. And thank you so much, Insatiable, for always coming in, being such a zenful type blessing. Thank you. We appreciate you for stepping in and just being you. Arainamos did say good night, Miss Queen. My man has reservations for us and he smells good. What? And he gotta go. She had to go because her man child. You know what? Do y'all know I forgot it was Valentine's Day? I forgot it was Valentine's Day. I did. Okay. And thank you for everybody that flew in, even from earlier today, that told me happy Valentine's Day. And happy Valentine's Day to you as well, to all my men. I see that heart. Thank you so much for that heart. Alfonso, I asked about Alfonso. What do they do when they drive in and fly in and leave just a quick comment and fly on out? Like, what is that? Where they do all of that to? 400 Circle Meter say Queen, heart, crown, face, 4 100s, one love. What about 2? Insatiable gave me a candle, a bird, a white heart, a lime heart, a purple heart. He just giving out all type of hearts up in him, boy. 400 Circle Meter says, speak, Queen. Oh, I was speaking 400. Was I? Did I do that? I know I didn't do that, did I? Stephen said, love the outfit. Oh, my goodness, Stephen. Thank you so much. I definitely appreciate you for that. And he said he loved the shoes. Oh, you love those shoes? Thank you. Stephen said, nothing wrong with it. I appreciate you. And Stephen said, finally, okay. Then you got can't get it right, flew in just like that. Thank you, Stephen. I definitely love those hearts. And then you got can't get it right, flew in, and he said, Queen. And he came with all those fruits. I'm telling you, one day I'm going to come on here and I'm going to say this meal is inspired by can't get it right. Because every time he come in, he going to make sure he gives some fruit. And I always say, dog, every time I see all that fruit like that, I'm like, man, I really want some fruit. But can't get it right, dude. It makes you get that feeling or that illusion that you feel like eating a fruit dish. No joke. Anyways. And thank you, Stephen, so much for letting me know that you love the outfit. And I know that it's very young. It's very early tonight, too. And we have been here, and I definitely appreciate. I really like this number. Can't get it right, flew in, and this number sat in front of me, and I hope it don't come because I didn't play no numbers. It came 3, 1, 1, 2, 5, and then I see 5, 5, 5 with a 2. You heard? So can't get it right. And pick 5. I see 3, 1, 1, 2, 5. 3. I see 5, 5, 5. And in 4, I see 2, 5, 5, 5. That's what I seen. And you know what? And on that note, I'm going to tell all my men, y'all better have a good night. You better have a good weekend. And oh, thank you. Can't get it right. Can't get it right. Say, how was your day today? You know what? Can't get it right. It was a day. It was a day. How was your day? Can't get it right. How was your day? What did you do for this good day, this special day today? What did you do? I definitely want to know what can't get it right did. That's quite interesting. And again, remember, my line is open even when the live is over. So I'm gonna drop my post to let y'all know that. Only thing is, don't forget when you call me, I will let you know that I'm recording. So I definitely appreciate y'all. But I'm telling you right here, I just realized that my neck is hurting like right there a little bit. And that stuff that I was telling Steven about, I'm not being funny, I'll put some on me. And I'll probably put it on me tonight. I may still remember I got it tonight. Then again, I may not remember. Or I may, if it don't help tonight, it'll help by tomorrow, like the second time. Can't get it right. Say, my day was a day. Took wifey out and had some other things to do. Okay. Okay. So you celebrated. So you celebrated Valentine's Day by y'all went out to dinner and then you had some other things you had to take care of. That sounds like a plan. So that, hey, can't get it right. That lets me know you ready to head to bed. Steven said, that's your right shoulder that hurts. Yep, like in this area. Yep, my right shoulder right here. I actually had 2 surgeries on this shoulder from playing ball. So I have 2 surgeries because I dislocated my shoulder when I was in, I think I was in the 7th grade when I dislocated my shoulder. I did. Steven said, because mine's hurt too. Same shoulder. Hey, Steven, have you ever had surgery? Thank you for the hearts. And you know what? People wouldn't believe it, Steven. Oh, you never had surgery. So you know what, Steven? You should go and have it looked at because you got to see whether or not it's a tear. Because if it's a tear, like I can see you this stuff and you can see, but if it's a tear, then you're gonna have to repair it or you got to start working on it. Can't get it right. Say every day is okay. Can't get it right. Say every day is Valentine's Day when you married, not just on one day. I can relate to you. I definitely could relate to you. And that's why I said, I remembered in the chat, someone said something to me and I was saying happy Valentine's Day. And I was like, dang, today is Valentine's Day. I literally kind of forgot that. But I was appreciating my happy Valentine's, but I honestly have forgotten about it. I know I got a happy Valentine's Day earlier today from like Insatiable 400 Circle Media. So I definitely appreciated that. Steven. I never, ever, ever liked that song. It's this song by Glorilla. Steven said got stitches. Oh. I mean, so it depends on what you mean when you say you got stitches. Jameer. Oh, Jameer. How you doing? Jameer said Steve and can't get it right. Not the only two in the chat. Okay. Jameer, how you doing? And you know what? And I meant to look out there, Jameer. I honestly did. I meant to look out there, Jameer, and let my parking lot pimps know that I know they out there. Thank you so much for the horns. I definitely appreciate your horns. But I meant to look out in the chat, but I got so caught up in the conversation, and I meant to tell you, anybody in my parking lot, all of those parking lot pimps, welcome in, because you are just as important. So thank you so much, Jameer, for letting us know that you are in the chat. And just like I said, Jameer say sometimes I come through this thing and I got to be a parking lot pimp, queen, because I got to make sure I'm holding you down. I got to be your security on the other side over there. Thank you, Jameer, for letting us know that you in the house. And you know what? I love that type of protection. Jameer said he was sitting in the back. He wasn't going to let me know he was here. But when he wasn't getting that adequate attention, he said, Queen, come on now. Come on now. You're not being fair. He said, you're not being fair, Queen. He said, Steve and Kent is not the only ones in this chat. Recognize them sitting here. Dang, Jameer. Listen, Jameer. I don't know. When you did it like that, you made me feel like, wait a minute, Jameer, when is your birthday? When is your birthday? Right. Thank you so much for those hearts. I appreciate it in you. Jameer. Oh, thank you. Can't get it right. Thank you. Can't get it right. Sent me. He said, happy Valentine's Day. And he gave me a heart, a rose, a diamond, and is sitting on 100. I definitely appreciate that. Can't get it right. Thank you. Insatiable said, I don't celebrate Valentine's Day. Understandable. Nothing wrong with that. Insatiable. For whatever his reasons, he don't celebrate Valentine's Day. So we definitely appreciate that from him. Being brutally honest. Because honestly, I used to go trick-or-treating just because it was something that everybody was doing. Trick-or-treating don't interest me. One year, I went to the South Florida Fair. And at that South Florida Fair, it was actually not the South Florida Fair. Thank you so much for the hearts. It was actually not at the South Florida Fair. It was actually at... Thank you so much, Jameer. Jameer also said happy Valentine's Day and gave me 4 big, thick red lips. Even though I don't wear that thick red, I like how those lips look because they're so full. So thank you, Jameer. I definitely appreciate you for that. But one year I went to it wasn't the fair, it was the Halloween Horrors Night. So I didn't know how I went because I never went there before. But if anybody can remember anything about me down there in the chat, y'all will remember that I don't watch scary movies. I get over to this thing at Horror Night, and as I'm walking down, I couldn't understand why this man jumped his happy ass from all the way behind that damn door, and I almost uppercut his ass just like that. I said, "You better haul ass," and I meant every word of it. I said, "Boy, you better go." I said, "Boy, you." I said, "You don't do stuff like that." I was so listen. I was so serious with about that. I'm like, man, you don't scare a scary person. You almost got your ass beat just then. I really almost hurt that man. I had done, man. I will uppercut your ass and see you all the way over there to the other side, just like that. Jameer say, I got big lips. He say, I got big lips. Just saying. And Sacred say, my birthday either. Oh wow, so Insatiable don't celebrate anything. Do you okay, your birthday on the 23rd. Do you celebrate Christmas or do you celebrate Easter? Or do you just don't celebrate holidays? And where that question is coming from Insatiable. Trying to figure out, do he celebrate these days like that? Let me see what I got here. Let me see, 5. Oh, I still got that number. And I got that number. Okay. Anyway, I wonder why Insatiable, well, not really wonder, but he said he don't celebrate any of that. Thank you so much again, Can't Reiterate, for telling me Happy Valentine's Day. Thank you so much, Jameer, for flying in, popping in, sitting in, and then landing and making it clear. They're not the only ones in the chat. You need to keep looking. Even though you wasn't in the chat, Jameer, but I'm going to let that slide, though, because you let me know you was here. Jameer said, let me go before your husband get on to me tonight. I'm separated, Jameer, so you don't got to worry about that. So you can keep that off the table for 2 years now. Insatiable say, I don't. Oh, wow. So you don't celebrate your birthday and no holidays. The only thing I would ask, if I ever talk to you on the phone, I would ask you, why don't you celebrate any holidays? I mean, I don't know. It could have been a religious thing, or it could have been something that he went through where he said, hell to the no. I don't celebrate none of this type of stuff. I just live my life through me. So maybe one day I'll get Insatiable to answer that question. And to just be clear on Jameer's statement, he said, let me go before your husband get on to me tonight. I'm separated. I've been separated since July 1st of 2022. And I think that was it. So you know what? Thank you, 400 Circle Media. Thank you, Can't Get It Right. Thank you, Steven. Thank you, Jameer. Thank you so much, Insatiable. Thank you, Aramanos. And I know she said, girl, my name ain't no damn Aramos. Thank you, Detroit man. Thank you, John, because you still sat in, John, like a clown. And we appreciate that. Thank you so much, God. And thank you, Kason. Even though you came in, stomped the ground, just left a comment and left. It's okay. I would have ran too if I was a woman. And also thank you, Valerie. Valerie came in and led the first comment. I mean, it's almost like you took somebody's virginity just then, girl. You came in, landed, made the first comment, and you're a woman, and you left, and you didn't tell us you was leaving. You done violated a whole bunch of sins. Anyway, so on that note, I know we got enough people here. I should just stick around for a little bit. I don't know what I'm going to do. I might walk off. I might go get me something to eat. I might come back to my chat. And guess what? You know what I might do? If anybody in my chat right now and y'all ready to take a bathroom break, this gonna be the time for y'all to take a break. Cause I was gonna log off, but I don't know. I don't know. I feel like me logging off. I don't know. Oh, thank you for the hearts. I don't know. I was gonna log off, but I don't feel like that. I feel like if I log off, I might miss something or somebody. I don't know. We might see. And thank you so much. Insatiable say, I just live for another day, and I thank God for that. I just thank God for another day. And that's right, Insatiable. And you know what? If you've been listening to 400 Circle Media, that's the same thing he's been saying. He lived for another day to make sure that his daughter and son is okay. Stephen Gotti gave me, oh, thank you so much for all the kiwi and the cherries. I definitely appreciate you for that, Stephen. And thank you for all the hearts that you've been sending out. I promise you, Stephen must be got those hearts on auto dial. Thank you so much, Stephen. But I love those hearts, though. Stephen threw them out by the trailer load. He almost like Roy. Remember, Roy came in last night and Roy let us know that he's opening up a trailer business. Jameer said, will you be my Valentine's for next year? Oh, thank you so much, Jameer. Would you really like for me to be your Valentine? If so, I would really accept the offer and be your Valentine's for next year. Thank you so much, Jameer. I definitely appreciate that from you. That made me feel, honestly, Jameer, that made me feel so good. That almost completed. Oh, but it almost completed my Valentine's night. Because I get my love from all the way out in my online land. And I definitely appreciate it. And you know what? Thank you, Stephen. And if you are out there in my parking lot and you a parking lot pimp, thank you so much for watching. I definitely appreciate you. And what you can do is you can like and you can also hit the subscribe. I appreciate that from you too. And thank you so much, Jameer. I appreciate that Valentine's offer. Appreciate you. Black flew in. Black. Hey, Black. How you doing, Black? Black says, peace and blessings. Fam, network. All praises due to the Queen. Thank you so much, Black. I definitely appreciate you for that. You came in and gave me some more energy. Black came in with those hands just like this. And then he came with those prayer hands, crowns, and look, let's see what, look, I'm telling you. And you know what, Black? Thank you so much for flying in, landing, and then just simply being you. I definitely appreciate you for that. Stephen flew in. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for the heart. And then Stephen flew in, and Stephen said that he's 5'7", 5'8". Okay. And then Jameer said, I'm so serious right now. Oh my gosh, Jameer, you're serious? How? Are you serious that you're asking me to be your Valentine for 2026? You're asking me, Jameer say he's so serious right now. He's asking me, will I be his Valentine for 2020, I guess 2026, because as we can see, 2025 is already over. Yeah, I have to put my little dress down. And I'm not being funny. And I was not being funny. And Black say, I will be, you are covenant to someone. Black, when I tell you, I have to agree with Black. Every time he fly in and he say that. And you know what? It's so weird that I was literally just speaking to, what is this young man name? The young man that flew in. Let me find his name. He flew in and he pretty much, it wasn't Detroit. Nope, not Detroit. This young man flew in and he pretty much did the same thing too. And he was saying, oh, let me go because I would say something. He was like, he would say something. He can't say what he want to say because I'm married. I wanted to see if I could find his name. Yes, I'm not going to stop until I find his name. Because I really need to know what his name was. I can't find his damn name. And I'm surprised I just can't remember his name. And he snuck, and the thing of it is, he snuck a question in there. And then he came back and said, oh, let me go because he left 2 comments, that guy. I'll figure out who he is. But anyway, so he came in and he pretty much said, oh, he couldn't really say what he wanted to say. Jameer said, it was me. I said that. No, Jameer, you didn't say that. Did you? No, it wasn't you, Jameer. It was someone else that came in and said, oh, I can't talk the way I want to talk because you're married. I don't think that was you. And now you have me on the hunt to actually find his name. You know what? Thank you so much, Black. I definitely appreciate that. Even though one thing about it, Black honestly be getting on me all the time. Oh, you're covenant, you're covenant. What he's trying to say is because I'm married. And I'm like, yeah, I get what you're saying. And I understand that. And he's saying because you're married. And I was saying because there was someone else that came in and said that he can't talk to me because I'm married. And I'm saying, I get what you're saying, but I've been separated since July 2022. And I definitely understand everything everybody is saying. You better believe it. But I'm also happily separated. And I don't come with baggage. I don't need to. And I'm going to go down there in the chat. And you know what I want to say? Thank you so much, Black. I definitely appreciate the $3 super chat. And I definitely gave you my heart. And Black, make it clear. I understand what you're coming from, Queen. But you know what? Here's the super chat. I definitely appreciate you for that too, Black. And I honestly, I understand what you're saying. And he said, for some Kool-Aid anime. Wait a minute. I don't know. It's something about Black that whatever. Kool-Aid. And listen, Black, when he roll in, I'm telling you, I don't know where he just graduated to this. Yeah. He just graduated to this damn anime. All of a sudden, this man calls me. All of a sudden, he want to start calling me. I don't know who's sending those hearts. But this man, all of a sudden, he want to start calling me anime. Like, eat the cake, and damn, eat the cake. Is that the anime? You talking about Anime Bullard? Thank you, Jameer. Jameer says, so you were from how young are you, my new girlfriend? Well, I'm not sure what you're asking, but if you're asking how old I am, Jameer, I'm 50 years old. I turned 50 on January the 18th. So if that's what you're asking me, then 50. Jameer says, so where are you from? How young are you? Probably from my new girlfriend. Okay, Jameer. And then Black said, of course. Black, you know what? And then the thing of it is, I don't even know what the. Okay, thank you, Black. Black be looking for me to ignore him when he do stuff like that. But one thing about it, even when I ignore Black when he do certain things and I don't acknowledge him, trust me, I guarantee you, I know what Black be doing when he be kind of like stumping off like, when, see, y'all don't understand when I look at y'all messages, I can kind of like look at the messages and I can kind of understand what you're thinking too. And so I can always read messages, especially like with Black message. You can always read it and tell when he pouting off, when he pouting. He don't think I could pay attention to stuff like that, but I know when he pouting. Yes. Anyway, listen. Jameer said, are you coming on tomorrow during the day? You know what, Jameer? I'll be on tomorrow, probably between 1 and 1:30. And listen, hit that note. I think it's a bell notification or something. You could tell I'm not really into all of that, but it's a bell notification somewhere around there. You can hit a bell notification and it should tell you when I go on live. I need to learn how to hit this bell notification because I don't know what I just come and look at messages and stuff and that's it. So yes, Jameer, I will be on tomorrow. And I come on 2 times a day. And Jameer, just remember too, even after the live, you should be able to call me. So I'm open up because all I'm gonna do is sit here. I'm gonna sit here and probably edit my videos, or after my live is I'll probably sit here, edit my videos, probably go and eat me some vanilla wafers. What else would I do? Really, honestly, just get me some vanilla wafers or get me some pretzels or probably go get me a bottle of water. I'm trying to tell y'all what I would do, what I'm going to be doing. Something like that. And Jameer said, I did. I'm just late because I was busy when you first came on. Oh, okay. So you do have it. Okay. Thank you so much, Jameer. And if you're getting ready to head to bed, I'm going to tell you good night. And hopefully, if you can make it tomorrow, I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. And I'm going to make sure that I try to do my lives at least twice a day. Today, I put kind of like a Borica. I kind of came on at like 11 o'clock, something like that. So that was earlier today. So good night, Jameer. And I'll see you on the next go round. And don't forget, you always welcome to call, even when the live is over. If I can answer, then you good. Black said Ramadan is 28th of this month. I will be gone for 40 days until April 6th or 7th, looking for a new moon. Black, are you going to be leaving me for 40 days? Honestly? Are you going to be gone for 40 days? At this point, I'm honestly looking for Black to give me an answer. You're going to be gone for 40 days? Black. Okay, I have a question for you, Black. I want to know, how are you going to be able to leave me for 40 days? Insatiable say, I'm still here. I'm just in the clouds looking. And you know what, Insatiable? Stay right there in the clouds looking, because you know when I'm ready to bring you back in. I know you still there, insatiable, because one thing about you as a gentleman, you do say good night. And I appreciate that about you. Black say all praises due to Allah. So you would be able to leave me for 40 days, Black. Or so you'll be able to leave me for 40 days and 40 nights. Black said, okay. I see what you're saying. He's saying with obedience and patience. I understand. So in other words, what Black actually is trying to say is when I said, oh, so you will be able to leave me for 40 days and 40 nights. He had already answered me when he said all praises due to Allah. That means because he got all praises in there due to Allah, Allah gave him the strength to be able to not be subjected to any kind of temptation or anything like that. And then he said, with obedience and patience, in other words, damn right, I'll be able to leave your ass. I can leave you for 40 days, 40 nights. I can leave you for 60 days, 60 nights. I can leave you for 100 days and 120 nights. So Black be letting me know you ain't nobody. Damn right, I can leave you too. So you know what, Black, I know I make a joke out of myself, but thank you anyway. And I definitely appreciate that. And I hope that when you do go for your 40 days and 40 nights, I definitely hope that you enjoy yourself. And guess what? When you say you're going over there on the 28th and you'll be gone for 40 days, you might be able to come back over here and tell me that you found your uncovenant one. You might be able to tell me that. You might come back and say, here you go. As a married now, it's gonna work out for you, Black. He said, for cleansing and perfection. Perfection. So can I ask you a question? Black, are you looking for perfection? I know you like this woman's so nosy. I am. Because Black, right now, Black, it's really just me and you. And you can call if you can, because I'm about to end the live. You can really call. Because I really wanted to know what Black really honest, true, and it truly has to say. Because I want to know when you going through your cleansings and stuff. Oh, purity to purity. Okay. I understand. So Black, so you avoid, are you saying that you avoid temptation of women is what you're saying, Black? And yes, people, if you out there in my parking lot, yes, I am nosy. I like to ask stuff like this. All Black got to do is tell me, Queen, you so nosy. And then all I'll say is, oh, you don't want to answer the question? That's all I do. And I know sometimes Black be like, this lady do ask a lot of questions, and I do. I don't even ask them intentionally. I ask them because that's where my mind go at. My mind go back into going on and ask that question, girl. All they're gonna do is either say yes or they're gonna say no. They're gonna either answer the question or they're not. And Black will let you know when he ain't gonna answer the question because he just won't answer the question. He honestly just won't answer the question. And you know what? I let Black do stuff like that all the time. But it's gonna come a time where Black gonna say, you know what, let me answer this girl. Thank you so much for the heart. Definitely appreciate that. And Black said, Oh, thank you so much, Steven. Steven said he giving me some kisses on the forehead. Definitely appreciate that. Jameer, there he go again. This channel for 18 plus asking for myself. Yes, it is. Listen, Jameer, all channels are with grown people for 18 plus. When you see all these grown people sitting in the room and they handing stuff out like bananas, like what Steven doing, that means it's for grown people, because most people don't give you no damn bananas for fruits. But Steven giving out bananas, and we need to ask him what he trying to say. So Jameer, how old are you? I was going to ask you that earlier. You could tell, go back and rewind the tape. You know, I was looking, I say, okay, now Jameer. Anyway, Black said all worldly world things, television, phone, and all things of jinn. It's about the thoughts. Ooh, and then he want me to pronounce this one. Alhamdulillah. Oh, how Alhamdulillah. Amen. Amen. Jameer say, I am old enough to be in here. How old are you, Jameer? Like what, 20? Like 20? 21? What's funny? Who's sending those smiley faces up? Who did this? I want to know who's who putting up the smiley faces. Because y'all know what I was going to do, honestly. Sometimes when I go to getting bored, like just sitting here, and you notice I start getting antsy. Honestly, this is where I normally, like in my house, and then they playing music that I like. This is when I just go and I just dance to myself. Okay, Jameer said he's 23 years old. There's nothing wrong with that. We know to keep the chat sensitive at this point, because we're not going to run you away, Jameer, because you know what? You might have something that you want to say to us that you can't tell nobody else. So, Jameer, I have a question. And thank you so much, Black, for opening up. I definitely appreciate all the comments that you gave, and you better know it. I understand everything that you're saying, just in case you probably think I don't. But you know what, Black? I got a feeling Black probably saying, nah, this lady ain't no fool. Thank you, Black. You're right. Jameer Black said that he's 23 years old. And I'm so glad that Jameer flying in and he telling us that he's 23 years old. I'm definitely appreciate that he's flying in, letting us know that he's 23 years old. And it gives us an opportunity to kind of like talk to him, because it ain't that many people in the chat. And you never know, Jameer might have something to say, because most 23-year-olds don't want to sit and listen to a 50-year-old. So what does Jameer got going on? And I'm kind of interested in knowing, Jameer, what's going on? How's everything going at home, Jameer? I definitely want to know. How's everything going with Jameer at home? Not just at home, but how are you doing all around Jameer? And Steven, thank you so much for Steven said kisses on the forehead. Steven gave me 2 strawberries and 3 bananas. What made you do that? Okay, Jameer say good all around, just like that. Hey, Jameer, are you in school? Like, did you decide after high school, what did you, when you first got out of high school, if you did get your diploma, what did you decide that you were doing once you got out of high school? Yeah, I wanted to ask that question from Jameer. Steven said strawberry banana smoothie. Is that why you sent it just like that instead of saying strawberry banana smoothie? Oh, okay. Steven probably like, what this lady I'm paying attention to now? I paid attention to what you sent me. Because one thing, if you notice one thing about Steven really never have shown me that he sent bananas like that. Steven haven't done that. And Stephen knows I know that he didn't do that. Okay, Stephen. So, but I'm gonna tell you. Oh, okay. You never sent bananas and stuff like that, have you, Stephen? And what I love about Stephen liked to listen. I definitely like the fact that Stephen liked to listen. Do you like to listen, Stephen? I definitely appreciate that. Jameer say I got a doctorate degree. Hey, Jameer, when did you get your doctor's degree? Insatiable say, good night, beautiful, sexy, lovely, gorgeous queen. God bless. Red heart, white heart, purple heart, green heart, cross, ice cream, glass, and the white bird to top it off at the end. Thank you so much, Insatiable. Definitely appreciate you. And Insatiable, remember this again. And now, if you want to call, you don't have to be on live to call, but you still know I'm going to record, but you don't have to be on live. So just know if you ever decide that you want to, I got to pick up the phone. I got to pick up the phone. You can pick up the phone. And if you call and I don't answer, text me or call me back. I got a feeling I'm going to be talking to Insatiable. Stephen said, yes, I do. And I'm so glad Stephen liked to listen. Stephen, have you always liked to listen to women? Or did you just really honestly like develop that? Or is that something that you always did? Insatiable say, I'd rather have a private call. Oh, okay. So Insatiable, what you're saying is when you say you have a private call, you rather have a private call outside of the line, outside of the live is what you're saying? Oh, Jameer said he got his doctor's license about a year ago. Hey, Jameer, what state are you in? Okay, well, you know what, Insatiable? That's what I said. You can work on that because now I'm gonna leave my line open because honestly, all I do is I sit here when I get home. I sit here and all I do is like work on my channel and work on a couple other things. So you're more than welcome. You're more than welcome to call me. And if you ever call and I don't answer, either text me or call back, and we can talk from there. And I definitely understand what you're saying. And good night, Insatiable. And I can't wait to see you and talk to you tomorrow. Thank you. And I definitely appreciate the hearts because that could be from Insatiable as well. Good night. Steven said, I just learned to listen and pay attention. Good job, Steven. And you know what, Steven, I'm going to tell you as well. I'm getting ready. Whenever I get ready to get off the chat, you probably can give me maybe 10 or 15 minutes or something like that. If you need to call me after the chat is over, you're more than welcome to give me a call. Thank you, Steven. I definitely appreciate you. Jameer say, where you at? Jameer let me know that he's in Texas. Jameer, I'm located in Florida. Insatiable said K. So basically he's saying, okay, letting me know that he's more than welcome to call at different times now. He's letting me know that he's more than welcome to call at different times. And Steven said, okay. And yes, Jameer, Florida. I'm telling you now, for some reason, now I'm not ready to get off and talk to y'all. Even though I was about to get off, it's like I start getting this burst of energy. Maybe I could get any chocolate over there, Toy. Because my brownie cake's got some chocolate delivered to her today. And I'm like, hell, I wouldn't mind a piece of chocolate. I won't mind a piece of chocolate, especially a Valentine's Day chocolate. I would love it. And I said, I'm not joking, boys. I cannot wait to do my P.O. box because I'm expecting to see who will possibly send me a candy. Who will possibly? This a Toy just gave me. Thank you, Toy. And not only thank you, Toy. And a Kit Kat. I'm not joking. Toy just gave this to me. Aww. I She literally just walked in the door. Look. And she gave me some Kit Kats. Y'all know y'all really made my day. This literally, thank you, Stephen. I know that's you are insatiable. You know, thank you, thank you, thank you. I definitely appreciate you. Black, are you still in the house, Black? I definitely appreciate you as well. Thank you so much, Black, again for the $2 and the $3.99, or was it $4.99? Super chat. I definitely the $3.99 super chat. Thank you so much, Black. You know, one thing about Black, he know. Black know it despite anything, and I always said Black is just gonna take care. Black is just that person. Oh, you know what Black be wanting? Black be wanting a little bit of attention. Black be wanting a little bit of attention, and Black be wanting some respect. See, how would Black say I forgot about him? I wouldn't. The phone must have blinked out, Black. I was literally just talking about you. Oh, all of these must have just came in. So Jameer said, okay, I got all of that. I'm just making sure. We talked about obedience. We talked about patience. Black said, I forgot about him. And it's okay. I'm telling y'all one thing about Black. Black will pout off. Black be pouting off. And I'm not being funny. That's your Kit Kat. You know what Black be doing in his own way? I ain't gonna say nothing. But if y'all remember, oh my goodness. Jameer said, I am trying to give you some chocolate, but not the kind that you eat. And then he gave me all the smiley faces with the crying. And he gave me all of those because when he gave that message, see, when a man is like confident and he stand firm on what he say, he don't put smiley faces behind his truth. Remember that, Jameer. Remember that, Jameer. When a man is confident, when he coming for somebody, especially somebody classy and sassy, he don't put jokes and emojis behind his statement. He stand firm just like that. And if he do put an emoji behind his statement, it's an emoji that's gonna let you know he still said what he said and he not playing. So I'm gonna tell you this. If you really want to learn how to get women and make them really, really care for you, stay running up and down this chat. And I promise you, these men are going to teach you how you have to treat a woman if you're looking for a different type of longevity. See, these men are to a place in their life to where they basically don't want to play any games anymore. They don't want to play any games. They don't want to fool around with nobody and their foolishness. They're looking for something a little bit more solid. They're looking for something a little bit more sustainable. They're looking for someone that they can honestly take home. And at this point in their life, they're not caring about taking them home to nobody else. They're looking to take them home on their own. See, because sometimes people used to look to bring somebody home so the mama can approve and this one can approve. But the way these particular men are, once he approved, done. Because by now he already understand all the different circles, because he already know what mama looking for, what grandma looking for, what daddy looking for, what he looking for, what he see and what he didn't see. He already see all of that. So at the end of the day, I promise you, if you looking to understand how to be a sustainable man, and how to, even if you don't want to date down, meaning you don't like to date women that are younger than you, stay on this panel and we'll teach you how to get a woman older than you. And you better know it. You better know it. And then Stephen came in and he said what he said. He said disrespect. And he left it just like that. Thank you, Stephen. And then you see Black came in and Black said, calm down, young brother. Jameer, calm down. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. And you in a good place, Jameer. And it seemed like you're really looking for something, because I noticed that you come back. This is like the third or the fourth day. You definitely came back every day. And so that lets me know, that opened up a door to tell me that it's something you're looking for, something you don't feel somewhere. It's something that you're trying to get to. So I already know that you're in the right place. We already know that. And you know what? And I do want to tell you thank you. And I'm gonna also give you a certain type of thumbs up, because in a sense, I'm going to tell you thank you for even saying, basically you saying, whatever it is you're trying to do, you just appreciate looking at this Black queen. And I definitely appreciate you doing that. Just do it with a little bit more manners and respect. Insatiable say, you skipped my candy emoji. Wait a minute. You know what? And I looked at it, and you wouldn't believe I was going back to it. And I was going back to it. Look. No, Jameer, don't do that. Jameer say, I'm leaving, y'all can have it. I prefer to get punished in a corner. Jameer, you okay, Jameer? And listen, baby boy, Jameer, don't take this personal. You in the room with a bunch of men and one queen. When you get popped on the back of the hand like that, you don't got to stay in the corner, okay? You just have to take the bullet in the moment. And in the moment, you needed to be spanked. And we did what we had to do, and don't run away. And guess what, Jameer? The good part about it, you go ahead and pout off and go to bed, because you ain't the only one that pout. At your age, you ain't the only one that pout in this chat. You better believe it, because I can point out all my men when they pouting at times. And you better know it. But you got to come and do this thing with a little bit more respect. And that's the problem with it. And when you want to grow up as a man, you want to grow up the right way, you want to see what's wrong and why some people don't make it to another day, you're going to see if you aim down that road. But come back, because these men, they're the ones that'll keep you out of trouble. You got some that done been in a bunch of trouble. You got some that have seen kids that's been in trouble. And then you got some that went through trouble on the other side. So you got all the support you need. Just grow up just a tad bit, and we still gonna let you be immature, but only on certain levels. Now, good night, and I'll see you tomorrow. And I'm only gonna blow you a kiss, and that's like a mama. Anyway, Insatiable, I would never forget your candy. I said I was coming back to it because I started eating my Kit Kat, and if you notice, I'm holding on to the Kit Kat. Why? Thank you. I'm holding on to the Kit Kat because I went to talking about Jameer. And I looked up and I said, oh my God, let's say Insatiable, because I had noticed that Jameer, I think he retracted a statement or something. And I was about to tell him about taking away the statement. And I seen the candy bar. And if you notice, I'm holding on to the candy bar. So here, girl, Insatiable with the candy bar. That's what is that? Either that's a glass of wine or that's a pot somewhere. I know I see an ice cream, donut, and a cookie. You made me eat another Kit Kat. Thank you, Insatiable. Thank you so much. But I need to go back to black. And you know what, Insatiable? I definitely apologize because Insatiable, like, wait a minute. I literally was about to go to bed. I looked up and remembered and realized she forgot to read. I had some candy emojis and some ice cream and some cookies and some donuts up there. Thank you so much, Insatiable. I definitely appreciate you for that. Insatiable said, nah, I ain't going nowhere tonight. I'm not going nowhere tonight. I'm not going nowhere tonight. The reason why I'm not going nowhere tonight is because look what you just did. You just skipped right past my emoji. Imagine, Insatiable. It's going to get so horrible until it's going to be like, oh my goodness. So, Jameer, get out your damn feelings and stop. And you know better. And the good part about it, you could be in your feelings, but you're going to come back tomorrow and you're going to do something else and you're going to say something else. And guess what my man going to do? They're going to smack you in the back of the head again. And then you're going to come back the next day. And then you're going to become our typical class clown that be saying, oh my God, Queen, you so beautiful. And I'm drooling over you, Queen. You're going to do that. You're going to pull this stunt all the time. So go on to bed and get out your feelings. And didn't I tell you we're going to see you tomorrow? Because we know you coming back tomorrow. Stop acting like you're not going to come back tomorrow, Jameer. And on top of that, Jameer, I love your name anyway. And you already know I do. And Jameer, tell me about Papa Doe. I wonder where Black at. Look at him. Black told me I'm going to have a sugar high. I'm already sweet. I have had, you're right. I have had 4 of these. And you know what I had for dinner today, Black? I had, you would not believe it. I had sauteed, it's a weird dish. It is weird. And this was lunchtime, actually, when I came home. Sauteed portobello mushrooms with sauteed bell peppers and onions. And I sauteed all of it together. And I put this almost like type of sweet, like glazed it with this, just tapped it so that I didn't have to use any sea salt. Put that on top of my, this little vinegar, sweet vinegar glaze. And it's not vinegar though. And imitation crab meat. And that's what I had today. And these right here. No joke. And I'm surprised because guess what? Normally, for me to eat Kit Kats, I have to be in the mood for them. And I'm not being funny. I'm literally not a Kit Kat person. I'm not. And you know what, Black? Okay, I'm going to eat one more and then I'm going to try to leave him alone. Jameer say, I want to be back. I made a statement and everybody in their grandma. Jameer. Do you know how protective these men gonna be? They protective. And we just getting started. Jameer said, I want to be back. I made a statement and everybody and their grandma at my neck. So good night to all. I didn't mean to make nobody mad. Jameer, if you don't stop, you're going to make me mad. Jameer, didn't I tell you to just go night-night? and come back tomorrow, because you know good and well nobody not trying to harm you. You know we still care. We know if something happened to you, we gonna be on your side. You made a mistake, and guess what? You the only one not over it yet. This is why I know you're gonna be back tomorrow, because everybody gonna say, there's Jameer. You know what, Jameer? Now I'm eager to see how is this going to work out, because Jameer, I don't care what you say, you're not going to go. Jameer is going to come here every single night just to have to say something, even if he got to pout his way out the door. Right there. You see what Black just said? He said, never run. He said, it's not about you running. It's about you standing in the paint and being held accountable. You got to be held accountable for something that you did, and getting slapped on the back of the hand about it. Guess what? Take the slap on the back of the hand from people that's slapping you, but they not trying to hurt you. They trying to grow you up, instead of having to go somewhere else and getting punched on the back of the head. And then you might not be able to come to again in order to say, I made a mistake, give me a second chance. This is the place where you're supposed to make mistakes. So when you get out there on the other side, you already raised up. So take it as a slap on the hand. Don't say you running. Say, I'm going to bed tonight, because hell, y'all getting on my nerves. I messed up. And thank you, Queen. I love you. And I'll talk to you tomorrow, Queen. That's what we're looking for. And if you notice, Black not going to let it go. So just say you messed up, Jameer. And we going to see you tomorrow, Jameer. Because matter of fact, tomorrow I got something to ask you anyway. And no, I'm not going to ask you tonight, Jameer. And Black, I am so surprised, Black, you got the galls to tell me that you're going to be gone for 40 days. Honestly, Black, I wish you wouldn't have told me that until February 27th. Now you're going to make me eat up all of this sweet. Jameer said, no, I'm never coming back. You want to see me unless you come to my house. Okay, Jameer. And y'all know what? Jameer said he never coming back. Jameer gonna be back. Of course he gonna be back. Thank you. Jameer just trying to be a brat so he can get a little bit of airtime. Jameer seemed like he's gonna be the one where Black now is gonna be on top of him. Black already seen. What did I do now? Black said, there you go. Good night. What did I do? And you know what I noticed? Every time I'm talking about Black, he always jump in as if I haven't mentioned him, like I'm ignoring him. And Black know good well that's not true. And now Black about to go to bed. And because Black about to go to bed, now I'm about to go to bed. So that's what you do, Black. You put everybody to bed. That's how it is. Okay. So guess what? Everybody tell Black, say thank you, Black. Thank you for making everybody go to bed. Now the Queen says she going to bed because now you leaving. And she says she going to go to bed too. So guess what, everybody in the chat? If you out there in my parking lot, thank you so much for flying in, landing, and then sitting there as if you at the drive-through movie theater. Definitely appreciate you. That Kit Kat was okay. But to be honest with you, I really don't even eat Kit Kats. But I'm going to start with Jameer. Thank you so much, Jameer, for flying in, landing. Jameer is our 23-year-old baby boy. And yes, we're going to have to take Jameer. Jameer going to be out of control running through this chat. But Jameer, no, He got a place here, and I got a feeling he ain't going nowhere. There's no way. You always gonna have a piece of the pie that's gonna be like Jameer. Watch how Jameer grow up in this chat. So, good night, Jameer. We'll see you tomorrow, baby boy. You got Black. Black is the older version of Jameer. When they pout off, they're going to pout off, but they always going to be right there, keep holding it down. See that? See? See what I mean? Daddy home. See, this is what I'm trying to say. He pouts off, and then he comes. It's like he's gonna pout off. And the good part about it, I'm understanding when Mr. Black is pouting. I'm gonna understand when Mr. Black is pouting, because when I look at Jameer, I don't know. It was just something about Jameer flying in. Jameer reminds me a lot of Black for some reason. Not with that little sad statement Jameer said, because Jameer wish he could take that back. And he did take it back. And now he's somewhere giggling because he know we actually welcomed him in. Again, good night, Jameer. Black, oh, now daddy's home. But you know what Black do to me? Black get me all the time. He got to run it in the ground. Yes, I'm talking as if Black not here, y'all. So he got to run it in the ground. Black, we talk about the covenant, and and then you notice how he eased in the night that he's leaving on the 28th. This man is going to be gone for 40 nights in a mule. And he just decided to tell me that. But it's okay. Jameer jumped in and said, not this chat. I am removing this channel since we can't say what we want on here. Jameer, stop it. Black, daddy is home. And you know what I noticed, Black? Yeah, I got another Kit Kat. Black, let me tell you what I noticed. And this is going to be the last Kit Kat too. You better believe it. I like that Black. If you look at the houses that Black picked out, they're pretty quaint houses. And you notice the yard don't need to be cut. You notice that? Right. Black, he get all the hugs from me. It really don't matter what Jameer say. Black, I could bet you a dinner. Jameer is gonna be back. With or without a hug, Jameer gonna be back. Watch. But you know what, Black? Honestly, I cannot believe you are going to be gone from the 28th all the way to April for 40 days. But I guess you say, and I get it, I guess what Black is basically trying to say is, oh, Queen, it ain't your business. I'm going to be gone from the 28th. I mean, be glad I let you know that. See, that's how he looked at it. He looked at it just like that. Insatiable say it's okay to have fun, but do it respectfully, just like that. And that's what people have to understand. And y'all notice I say it all the time. Don't erase what you said. As long as you said it within respect, say what you say what's on your mind. But you got to be respectful of it. And you know what, Insatiable, again, Jameer is going to be okay. Jameer will be back. Jameer, trust me, Jameer going to be back. He's going to be back. You better believe it. And thank you again, Insatiable. One thing about it, Insatiable say, I'm not going till it's all over with, said, and it's all done. And boy, that's the protection right there you're looking for. When you start gaining a different type of relationship with men and stuff like that, this is what women got to understand. If you just be you, but be a genuine you, you will see a whole different side of a man. And it's the truth though. And they'll think, oh no, you just saying that sucking up to a man. Well, why do I need to do that? I don't have to just say it and suck up to a man. You got to say it when it's for real. Black said, peace and blessings, brother insatiable. Ooh, just like that. And thank you so much for those hearts. I definitely appreciate those hearts. I got to show Black what my skirt looked like. Because Black can see the skirt. And the shoes, Black, is the army fatigue boots. The booties, not boots. I don't like the boots. You know how some of those women be wearing those boots, and those boots be literally all the way, they come all the way up to the thighs and stuff like that. No, I don't like those type of boots. What Insatiable said. Insatiable say, Black, God bless, brother. Just like that. And you know what I've been meaning to tell Samuel? Every time I see Samuel or Samuel come on, I be meaning to tell Samuel, why is it that you don't put nothing in here to give us no kind of inspiration or nothing like that? Because Samuel say he know that Bible like the back of his hands. But guess what Samuel didn't do? He don't tell us nothing about nothing. Samuel just make jokes, etc. Okay? Anyway, and I definitely appreciate y'all. And you know what, Black? Hopefully I'll be seeing you again, because I know sometimes you be missing the extra because you work so hard and stuff like that. And thank you for the hugs. You know I always get googly goggly over those hugs and stuff like that, because I'm already like, dog. And I'm telling you, y'all may think I'm joking. When Black just said that he was going for a whole month, I was like, damn, it's like that? Like you just leave and really don't tell nobody nothing? But okay, see, you got to respect people when they do you like that. Yeah, this is how you make them feel guilty. When they do you like that, you got to just respect them. If they don't want you in their business and they didn't want to tell you they was leaving and they didn't want to do this and they didn't want to do that, you can't make them people do what they didn't want to do. Okay, thank you, Black. We definitely appreciate you letting us know at the last minute that you'll be going to probably mid-June, mid-July, something like that. We appreciate you anyway. And when you do come back, if you remember anybody in the chat, especially me, can you at least bring me one pen? I mean, Beats, you leaving. You didn't tell nobody you was going. But you know what? Who am I to just get upset inside just a little bit because somebody's leaving and didn't tell somebody else something? Insatiable said, I would never talk under your clothes. I respect you too much. Exactly. That's what I'm trying. And you know what? And that's what women will finally understand once they understand my men only lie. Because I'm sure once my channel start really getting out there like that, they gonna look at it and they gonna take it the wrong way because they really don't understand. But if they ever came in or they ever sat out there and listened, they'll see. I just have a good time talking to my men. I have a good time showing my men what I got on. I have a good time letting my men tell me how their day was, what they got planned for the weekend. And that's what I like and love. Just like that. So you know what? I know that you're tired, Insatiable. I know Black is tired, and I'm a little bit upset with Black. Not too much, but Black just dropped the news in a bombshell that he'll be leaving on the 28th. And when he leave on the 28th, he won't be back to 2 mules in a year. And we're going to have to deal with that. Because Black will be leaving, and I'm going to make sure I let everybody know that Black is going to be leaving. And then Black says, path of Allah has given to follow, patience and obedience. I understand, Black. And you know what? Hopefully you'll remember me in the chat and all our panel when you on your way there, and when you there for 2 months, and then 2 months pass, and then you there for another 2 months, and then those 2 months pass, and then when you there for the last month, and you know you headed back home, hopefully you will say, oh, I remember her. She look a little bit different. She almost 51 years old. Yeah. She only 6'2". I'm 6'5" and 3/4 of a quarter tall. Yeah, I mean, yes, I know that mean I'm almost 6'6". She know that. She know I'm taller than her. So I told her I'll be back in 4 months. So you know what, Black, thank you so much for letting me know you'll be back in 4 months. Thank you so much, Black. And you know what, Black, honestly, thank you so much for the super chat. But I am a little bit upset inside that you plan on leaving and you just telling me. But I'm gonna accept that because either I say it, Black, I don't give a damn. Black saying, I don't care if you accept it or not. I said what I was saying, and be glad I told you. I definitely appreciate you, Black, and I understand that. And I get where you're coming from, and you got to follow your heart, and that's where it leads you at. And hopefully when you there, though, Black, you'll take some pictures and bring me one of those pins back. I don't care if you find the pin on the ground. Just bring the pin back, okay? Bring the pin back and say, Queen, I got you a pin. I don't care if the pin don't even write good. Just bring the pin, Black. Bring the pin, Black. And on that note, Black, I definitely hope I see you again before the weekend is out. I really want to talk to you again before the weekend is out, Black. And thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you so much, Insatiable. Thank you so much, 400 Circle Media. Thank you, Can't Get It Right. Thank you, Steven. Thank you, everybody. That John. Thank you, everybody that actually joined the chat. Hey, thank you so much, Jameer. Jameer acted like a baby, but he'll be back. Just thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate it to a team of no one. Just know that we are rooting for you to come home. And when you come home, we want you to understand you got to learn how to control yourself. You can't retaliate and react to everything because you can take 30 seconds to get into something and it take 3, 4, 5,000 years to get out of it. And that you better remember. We done Ramenos. Thank you so much. That's a team of no one. That's Raza's only sister. I already told Steven, thank you, John. Even though John was our only hater tonight, we still want to tell the hater baiter, thank you for flying in. Gotten, thank you so much. Valerie, you didn't do much, but you still flew in and you let me know that you was trying. And then we also have Green Orbs flew in. We have Cason. So I just want to tell them crabs good night. And then we have Black said again, all praise due to Fam Network and Queen Dee Dee. You know what? Thank you so much, Black. Mwah. And I look forward to seeing you again, Black. Please let me see you before you go. I definitely am going to appreciate that. Because when you go, Black, whether you believe it or not, I'm definitely going to miss you. And I mean it. So I hopefully I'll see you again before you part ways and be gone for 40 days, 60 nights, and 85 mules. Insatiable said, hold this teddy bear while you sleep tonight. And my God watch over you and brownie cakes. You know what? Thank you so much, Insatiable. I definitely appreciate you sending some nice, snuggly, wuggly teddy bears in order to go to bed. And that praying hand to say, just keep prayed up. You'll be stayed up. And that on that note, I'm going to tell everybody, even if you out there in my parking lot and you was a pimp, not a pimp no more, but I hope you enjoy what you watch. And when you leave, take all your debris with you. What did Black give me? Why do Black do these type of things? Okay, so Black basically saying just be quiet. One day I'll talk to Black. One day I'll be on the phone and talk to Black. One day I might see Black in person. When I see Black in person, I always wonder, where would Black take me out to dinner? Will Black take me out to dinner? Would he cook dinner? Will he deliver dinner? Or will he ask me to cook dinner? I'll be wondering that. I say I wonder that. Black say, no, none of that's not happening even. The Black say, don't forget, you covenant. So, thank you so much too, Black. I don't like the smiley faces that you send me, so I'm going to go to bed and I'm going to act like I did not see the smiley faces and the frown faces and the laughing faces that Black gave me just now. Thank you so much, Black. Definitely appreciate you for your super chat. Thank you. I also appreciate you for knowing how to spend time too. That's appreciated. And then I know sometimes Black be just getting off work and Black still gonna come and make sure he spend time. And again, I'm gonna miss you when you leave. So don't be sending me them ugly faces. Good night, chat.